It could be that. We could do that one, John.
Oh, now we're actually live. You might want to
I didn't. Whatever happened, I didn't say it.
Hello and welcome to the Legends of Tabletop podcast. We are actually we're not actually playing tonight, but we are going to be starting a one shot, which for us is like 12 games or something, of Salvage Union. So tonight we're going to be doing a session 0. We are down a player. Jim is feeling under the weather, but Jim will be playing with us. We have our Deadlands crew here. It's a session 0, so this might be super boring and not interesting at all to listen to. So just FYI on the front. We're going to talk about the game system a little bit. We're going to talk about rules. We're going to, do characters and mechs and all that stuff. So could get kind of crunchy. So thanks for listening and or watching. Somebody was already on and jumped off, said, "Fuck you. We're not going to listen to you make mechs." Yeah. Cool. I get it. That's fine.
Make the mechs?
Yeah. Well, instead of doing the pre-gens. So
you guys are bumming me out.
So we're going to jump in. So
this audience is bumming me out.
Hey, we do this in spite of them anyway.
I know.
Listen, I listen to an entire podcast that is nothing but creating characters, okay?
Wow.
People love this shit.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know. I tried listening to that podcast and I fucking couldn't make it through a whole episode.
When you started with D&D. Nobody has fun making a D&D character.
That's fair.
So yeah, I don't know. Salvage Union showed up somewhere. I guess it was. I think it was the starter box showed up on Kickstarter, and I was like, "Fuck it! Wait, this is a starter box. I don't need any of that." And then I just bought the PDFs. So I was like, "Hey, we should try to run this. Just see how it seemed fun." I think it's pretty rules light. I know John is intimidated by
anything. Yeah.
All of the options presented to you in this book, but so yeah, it's a pretty straightforward premise though. Standard dystopian apocalypse. In this case, it was basically like we ruined the climate and now everything's a fucking desert hellscape.
So 30 years.
Slow slide into they compared it to like a rusting gate, like you just don't notice over time, and then you're like, fuck is this?
Yeah, all of a sudden, and so there's they do have mechs that were developed for agriculture and mining, everything you could imagine, right? But then basically now the only places that are good are our colleges that are these corporate owned essentially biodomes, right? They're self-sufficient whatever, and then basically they exploit everybody because it's well, what are you fucking gonna you're
gonna go live in the wastes?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? So they exploit the shit out of people, but at least you have food and stuff. And then these salvage unions have basically
yeah. So now,
so not 30 years in the future. No.
Yeah, but right now, at least some people could still live in the woods, but it's real hard now. It's like Mad Max style.
That's a good point.
So yeah, so everything's pretty shitty. Salvage unions basically took these giant walking city type construct things and were they built essentially these mobile cities. So in the scenario you guys are going to be in, I think you have 1,000 people living in your union crawler. It's 1,000 people. It's giant. Yeah. And so your job is essentially going to scavenge the wastelands, also populated by obviously raiders, Fallout style traders, raiders, villages, old decaying ruins of civilization, and of course what do they call them? Biotitans, these gigantic kaiju-like creatures that exist that are part technology, part biology, and people don't know anymore if like we made them or if they're like some alien something or like where the fuck they came from, but they're very dangerous. And then there's also a sentient
nanites or something,
like a neural network of nanobots that exist as like a Borg hive mind type thing, and it can convert things into it and infect you or whatever. But they're also like the highest level technology. Like if you can kill them or subdue them, you can disengage them and then use them as tech, and it's like the most valuable tech in the world. But they're dangerous as fuck. So it's like this infectious nanobot swarm that just kind of is around sometimes. But yeah, there's just like a bunch of destruction, and it's just all crumbling society that you take this giant hulking city and walk around as you scavenge new shit. And you need to scavenge the tech level of your crawler. You need 5 salvage units of technology at that level to like maintain it for the week. And then if you do not maintain it, there's penalties and stuff, basically.
And then the way the book explained it is like, you know, when you're essentially out salvaging or exploring or, you know, fighting or, you know, dealing with, you know, other groups or whatever, like the crawler's off screen. Like, you know, you leave the Nostromo and you head down to the planet, you do your thing, and, you know, it's kind of awesome. It's not in danger at any point. I mean, I guess it could be, but like, by
they were
default,
like, unless it's really special circumstances, don't attack the crawler. It's meant to be like, you go far away, no one's tracking you home, and then it's not like it's like Battlestar Galactica when it was like, you led the Cylons right to us, and it's like, no, this would be like if the Galactica sent scouts out and like just the scouts met things. Like they never track you back, or like it's like you go out and do your stuff, come back and get get your resources back or whatever. But people will attack you out there.
And then it also has a downtime mechanic, which I think is interesting because, you know, we have that with Core. So after you complete a mission, an adventure, or whatever, you go back to the crawler, you spend a week, you have some downtime, you can spend, I forget what they call the points, but you accrue essentially like build points. Yeah, so you can upgrade your character, you can take, there's ability tree levels, kind of like Edge of the Empire. Each character class has like its own ability tree, so you can, you know, stick points in that, or you can branch out and take other stuff. So you'd spend your points doing that, but it's baked into the system where like you're down and you can recuperate. They have med bays, you can, you know, regain your hit points. There's like tech bays where it you know, you can fit, assuming you get your mech back to the crawler, it'll just restore, you know, all the stuff. If your modules were destroyed, you'd obviously have to replace modules, but like you can get all your structure points back and all that kind of stuff, which is neat, right? Hand wavy, more narrative. Like, yeah, you go home, you relax, you know, the mechanics work on your shit.
You kind of do, sort of like mission of the week, and then you come back, and then you're like recuperating, fixing stuff, you know, breaking down your hull, and then keeping on, you know, to the next zone.
Yeah. And it uses range bands, which is nice. I like that. So you don't have to worry so much about, you know, am I 5 feet and I'm to his left and behind? It's like, no, you're close, you're medium, you're far, you're.
Yeah, I really the range band works way better for me. I hate tracking, like, unless I'm in person and have like a map or whatever, that's fine, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, we do everything online, so everything's all theater of the mind anyway. So, like, that's the easiest way to work with it. Yeah.
Honestly, even when I'm in person, I usually use like generalized, like, yeah, you're about this far, and you kind of just like I never like count squares and measure distance and all that shit anymore. So
Gross.
I loved it in 4E. Like it was, you
Of course you
but
did.
it was a minis game.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. That was a miniature war game.
I mean, it scratches a certain kind of itch, right? Like having
yeah.
the powers and whatever. That's a different conversation, but yeah.
And what are we even doing if we're not trying to scratch our itches? You know?
Exactly.
Oh,
I was trying to bring up the fucking table that I'm just trying to find literally. Oh, the core mechanic is so this is essentially you can basically any roll you make, this is how it's going to go.
Uses a D6.
You motherfucker.
D6 times. I was going to be like, what is the math on that? I don't know what 6 point whatever. Anyway, 3 point whatever to get to 20 versus 24. 3.25. I don't know. Whatever.
3.14159. I don't know.
So you roll a d20. If you and then I guess there's bonuses and stuff that get added from things. 20 is you nailed it. You overcome the odds. Outstanding success. You can achieve an additional bonus of your choice to the action. When dealing damage, you can choose to double it or pick another appropriate bonus effect. So that's a crit. Success is an 11 to 19. That's you achieve the goal without any compromises. Like you just succeed. If it's a 6 through 10, it's a tough choice. You succeed, but at a cost. So I give you a tough choice with some kind of setback attached. So like when attacking, you hit, but you have to make a tough choice. Like you drop your weapon or you're out of ammo or, so like that sort of thing. 2 to 5 is failure. You fail what you're attempting to do. You face a setback of my choice. You miss, and then you face a setback. Cascade failure is the crit fail 1. Something's gone terribly wrong. You suffer a severe consequence of my choice. So
yeah,
that's
which
it.
is nice. It's like 50% chance to hit or succeed at whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
So basically it's yes and yes, but wait, no, yes and yes, no but and no fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that because when I read through the core mechanic, I'm like, oh, it's core-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
So,
nice,
yeah,
right? Because it gives you more.
Basically that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you a.
You don't add anything. Like there's nothing you can't like affect the roll. It's everything is just base D20, right? Like
yeah, it's basically just
there
a
are
D20.
bonus. There are there are not persistent bonuses, but like in the moment bonuses that can happen. So
okay, so that would be a way to like affect like a luck, like luck. You could okay, all right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yes, I should have looked.
I don't know if there was I hadn't read too deeply into it to see if there was some way to like affect the dice in any way.
I mean, you guys both said there is. I thought it specifically stated that there wasn't, right? Like it's just
I thought there was
a D20. Like there aren't any modifiers. Like you don't get +5 to hit or whatever. Like it's just roll. And you got a 50-50 chance of succeeding.
Oh, I see. I thought some of the abilities let you, but maybe not.
Oh, yeah, apparently not.
Well, so like you shot first for the scout.
Lets you representative of the pilot's skills and should not be numerically modified in play either by adding bonuses or reroll mechanics.
Yeah.
So
you can push.
Literally, it's just straight up D20.
Yeah.
No modifiers, no rerolls, no nothing.
Yeah, if you push, you just re-roll the D20 and you have to take the result.
Exactly.
And you can only push in a mech. Like you as a pilot can't push.
Yeah.
The mech pushes.
Right.
Which, all of these things very similar to runners.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but like the scout, right?
Only because Granted, Runners isn't going to release for another 4 or 5 years, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I thought you were rewriting the whole thing. So, like, is there more years?
I developed Runners, not reading any of the mechanics of Salvage Union.
Yeah, which is funny because there's so much crossover.
Right? I started developing Runners. 6 months after I developed it is when I first heard the announcements on Twitter that Salvage Union was a thing and that they were going to start kickstarting.
Oh, dude, they sniped you.
And I was like, oh, wow, we have like cool crossover stuff. Like, I'm little mechs, you're big mechs. That's interesting. And now I'm like looking at their mechanics and I'm like,
God damn it.
Are they in my Google Drive?
Yeah.
No, they're in your brain, man.
Fun stuff. But like you said, some of the abilities.
Okay, so yeah, it's just straight up D20.
Yeah, the abilities let you just do stuff usually, I guess, first. Or,
yeah, right. So like the scout with you shot first, it's as if you rolled a 20 in initiative, but whoever has that ability has to go first. And then it has that initiative exchange. So it's, whoever rolls the highest, or if you use that skill, and then it goes back and forth between GM and players, back and forth. So it's not like, we all rolled really high and then the NPCs don't get to go. It's like, oh no, I'm using my ability, so I go first, and then, Neil's NPCs go, and then it comes back, and then, you guys decide who wants to go, sort of thing, which is, that's not terrible.
It's like your Deadlands character. You got the thing where you can never draw under a certain number.
Yeah, well, but I mean, if I get a 6, it means I'm probably not going first.
Yeah.
But it gives me better odds. So, yeah.
Now, the interesting thing is, I just am reading this thing now that's saying pilots will max out after 18 to 20-ish downtimes. So you're supposed to get an XP every downtime.
Oh, God.
Okay, but it could be a couple sessions before you hit that.
But that's what they're saying. Like, sometimes you might play 2 or 3 sessions of a mission, right? And the downtime is... And then you could, I guarantee there's no way. I guess you could make very odd choices as a group to really speed run the thing. But outside of
I'm looking
to...
like your basic class. What? So advanced requires 2 TP, right?
Yeah.
What about do legendary also require 2?
I thought it was 3.
Is that 3? So I mean, we're looking at 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. So it takes you 20.
That's what the person was saying, was it takes you about 20 downtimes to get to max out your tree. Yeah.
Well, because if you think about it, your character starts with 1. Right, so you're going to start with 1 ability, which means you need 20 points to reach to get every single ability. So that makes sense.
Yeah, and there's hybrid. So there's hybrid classes where you can take stuff from other classes too. So theoretically, you could still do some other stuff, but So that's where I'm just trying to figure out. I know we're doing a one shot, but I'm should I It seems like the pre-gens are wildly overstated. They're not level 1 characters. They seem like the question is, are they level 3 quote comparative D&D or level 5? Where's the power? There's usually a big power jump there. So these could be 6 XP or TP. This could be 2 TP. I don't know. So I don't really want to reverse engineer it. So I'll probably just give you a couple talent points to spend because I don't want you to fucking TPK, and I have no idea how the system is going to work combat wise with what is in the scenario. So I'm going to give you, just because it seems like they're wildly overpowered, I'll give you a little bump so that you're not going to definitely die right away.
All right. That sounds good.
So yeah, you're in a, Mad Max with mech style hellscape.
Mad Mechs.
Corporations.
Nice.
You did it.
All right, game over. See you guys.
We're done. So you choose so everyone starts out with 10 hit points, 5 ability points, 6 inventory slots. You're going to choose what class you want, and then those have the trees you pick from, and you pick one thing, and then I'm going to give you 2 more talent points to invest. Then you do a keepsake.
Oh, shit.
It's something important to you. And you can re-roll dice if something about the keepsake comes into play. With an action.
I noticed on the sheet there's a checkbox if you used it in that session or whatever.
Yeah. And then you choose what you look like. Then you choose 2 pieces of Tech 1 equipment. Then you choose a call sign. Then the background is, I think, if you do anything that aligns with that background, you can re-roll dice and take the second result.
You have to choose from these tables? Oh, I just kind of filled in. Oh boy.
Yes. I believe so.
Okay. I was just kind of rolling with my character idea and just, all right, I'll have to go back.
Wait, what did you fill in? Equipment? You just put stuff, just random stuff?
No. I meant like for the motto, keepsake, and background. I was just kind of riffing. I wasn't. I
think you could probably make that up, right? They're just giving suggestions in the.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I meant. Just like on the things that seemed like they were more of a,
Yeah, I don't even think they have suggestions. I think it's just that is. There are. Tables,
there's a whole call sign table.
No, you don't have to do. No, I would say
background table.
No, those are narrative. So as long as you, you can come up with your own for those. Those are just narrative. So yeah, anything that's not like equipment, you don't just make that up. Yeah, you gotta take the actual tech equipment. No, all the rest, as long as you can describe what it is, then it's narrative. Yes.
That's funny. My keepsake was a bobblehead of myself that my daughter gave me.
Oh my God.
There's a bobblehead as one of the keepsakes, so I did it.
Oh, really?
Oh, there you go.
That's incredible. There you go. See? They already are. These people living in all of
that's
our
weird.
brains?
You know what? This is weird.
Now.
All right, so to pull us out of the silly narrative business, storytelling.
I want to stay in there.
Step one is, what do you want to be? Engineer, hacker, hauler, salvager, scout, or soldier? Those are the initial 6 classes that you have to choose from. I can describe any of them as we need, or we can discuss. I think they're all pretty self-explanatory. Salvage is sort of the jack of all trades, but does not have an advanced or legendary table. They get extra other abilities, but they don't, or maybe they can't take hybrid or something. They have a limited, they have more points, but less high level options.
Right. I went scout.
So can you not?
No,
you cannot.
Do you have to start with the core class, or can you start with a hybrid class?
You cannot start with a hybrid class.
You have to spend points to get into it.
That
you
seems
have
like
to you have to have 6 core plus 3 advanced to even get a hybrid class.
Oh, I hadn't read that far.
Where does it say that?
Do you even read the book?
I mean, I tried. You know what? I'm gonna be totally honest. It's not quite as bad as the fuck's that?
Warhammer
As
40K.
Traveler?
It's not quite as bad as Morkborg in terms of style over style over form, form over function. But I will say they gave up some stuff making this book like organized and readable to make it look like a.
Oh, well, I will say, okay, hybrid class allow you to advance your core into a new class, blah, 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 blah. When you choose a hybrid class, you may take abilities. Advanced and hybrid class. Advanced and hybrid class abilities cost 2 training points to train. You must have training in 6 core abilities and 3 abilities in the core ability tree linked to your advanced or hybrid class in order to advance.
Gotcha. Okay. See, I didn't go over to gaining abilities. I was just looking at like how to make a character thing first. So I was hybrid classes, and like you can do that. All right.
No, not until you're awesome enough.
Right.
Go back to go. Do not collect $200. Go directly.
All right.
To
well,
Jade.
this changes things.
I mean, presumably it doesn't change it that much because there's only 2 classes that could pick each of the hybrid classes. So you have to pick.
Well, so I was interested. So, well, no, my original thing, because I know John wanted to play a scout. And I was like, all right, cool. Well, I kind of like the ranger, super cool. And I was like, I think I'll go the ranger. And I was like, having like a scout and a ranger are like kind of like they're tangential, they're related, but like they can play well side by side with each other. But I don't want to have 2 scouts.
Well, you could go soldier because soldier also has the offshoot for ranger.
I could go soldier.
You would have to do soldier and then survivalist.
Right.
Basically.
Or if I want to round the group, because we have a hauler, we have a scout. I don't know what Jim's planning on doing, but maybe I'll go engineer then, so I can fix your shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
that might get us better tech level stuff too,
right?
I don't know. I didn't look at that class, so I don't know. Oh, you got jury rig, engineering expertise, mech Guyver.
Oh. Right, yeah.
Oh, that's
if good. I cut this wire.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's some nice stuff out of there.
You can craft systems and modules from scrap in the field.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
And that if you wanted to go advanced there, you could go from there to fabricator.
That's what I was that's what I was looking at too. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to go to
all right. Yeah. Fuck it. I'm going engineer then.
If you're okay, I'll wait. I have equipment.
No,
questions, go. But so engineer, presumably you can like fix everything, right? You should be able to fix everything. Is that part of it?
Well, one of my abilities, I could get mass field maintenance, repair 4 SP on target mechs or vehicles in the field.
Whoa!
Oh, I like that.
So, but I think you have to spend your AP to do it because it shows X AP.
I do. Yeah. Oh yeah, all this shit you have to spend AP.
Well, but what I'm saying is, if you wanted to restore 4, you'd have to spend 4 AP. Or if you have jury rig, you can do the thing and it just costs you 2. Or if you did engineering expertise, it only cost 1. So your mass field maintenance.
Jerry rig is just crafting improvised equipment.
Yeah. I'm saying you could, I guess, spend as many
for each
AP as you want to do that. For each
ability point you spend when you activate this ability, you restore up to 4 SP.
Up to 4. Wow.
Per.
Spend.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's better than I thought.
So I asked because one of the Tech 1 equipments that I took was the handheld riveting gun, which is like, it's a pocket-sized riveting gun that can make basic repairs in the field. But if we have an engineer, maybe I don't need that. But that's also like,
yeah.
I was
Probably not.
like gaming it a little bit because I thought it would be cool. To like parlay that into like, it's kind of like a close range weapon too. I just like shoot rivets into people if I need to. But you know, I don't like making decisions like that, but like if you have an engineer, maybe I can use I could pick something else.
Yeah, get something better.
Yeah, okay, fine.
What are you thinking of taking for your first for your ability? Have you looked at those yet?
Yeah, the ability I did was squeeze it in
Okay.
for a lot of different reasons, but mostly because I'm a hauler. Yeah, I'm a hauler, and I need to be able to haul a bunch of shit.
I mean, the second one in that path is the real money maker there. Bypass the die roll when salvaging a mech. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
What?
That's an amazing second ability. If you run into a mech in the field that's just damaged, you can just take it.
Are you telling me I should take that instead? I thought I couldn't take that yet.
You can't yet.
I'm
saying like
all right,
that's a really strong. You could buy that with your next point though.
Yeah, and he's giving us an extra XP, right? Because then instead of rolling a D20,
as I just feel like I mastered basically creating a character, and now I got points I got to spend. What are you doing to me?
Yeah, man, that's what we're trying. This is what the audience wants.
I didn't even
so exciting.
I didn't even see in the table of contents the word advancement, so I don't even know where to go.
So on page 23 of the core book, it's gaining abilities, and it tells you where you can you can do.
Okay. So we have two. Is what you're saying? Do we have two TP?
Two total, or two in addition to our initial? Right, because we get an ability for free.
Yeah, right. Like I've created the character based on the little flow chart. I'm done with my pilot. But now
that's what I was debating, though. That's what I was debating. I'm gonna give you 2 to spend.
Okay, so we have
so I'll have to
three
total.
3 total.
Okay. Yep.
Nice.
Fuck, that gets me my sniper weapon.
There you go.
There you go.
For the engineer, their first advanced ability, improved repair, gain an additional 4 SP when using repair abilities on systems.
Nice.
Fuck.
I got a ways to go on that one, but
so I have a question about then gaining abilities, right? So if as a scout, I take, I shot first or whatever the hell it's called. Mm-hmm. You shot first. With my second AP, could I take gather intelligence? Because it says you have to have 6 abilities, right? 6 core abilities. So you can take them, like you don't have to go 1, 2, 3. You could go 1, 1, 1 if you want to, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's just you need, in order to take like flashback camo suit wingsuit, you need 6 from those 9.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
I feel like it makes sense to maybe go straight up to the sniper rifle. I don't know. Now I'm gonna have to think about this because
I don't know, man. That's your call. You can. There's nothing stopping you.
So when you get it, do you get anything with it on that first? Or do you have to spend additional modifications? Oh no, wait a minute. You acquire and train in the use of a custom sniper rifle that only you can use. It's damage 2 SP, range long. Choose if it is a ballistic or energy weapon, and it gains the respective energy or ballistic trait. In addition, choose a modification from the list below. Okay, so you get at least 1 modification.
I think you get 1, and then I think you're allowed to take it each more time. Every time you do that again, it gives you 2 more SP and a new modification.
Yeah,
for every tech level.
Yeah, at each tech level, you may choose an additional modification for your custom sniper rifle.
I assume that's how that works. I don't know how. again, not super clear on what that means by like, how do you get your tech level increased?
That
Like,
I'm not sure.
of an ability is what I.
Yeah. Ooh. See, it kind of depends on what Jim wants to do, right? Like, but I guess it doesn't matter either, right? Because like, there's the Silver Tongue ability, which glean what motivates an NPC and uses to convince them to do as you wish, right? So it's a social thing, but it's very specific. In an instance, you've got to spend AP for it, but literally anybody can try to charm or persuade or whatever, right? Because there's no skill, so anybody can actually just do that stuff. Yeah, I'll probably go straight up to sniper rifle.
He loves that sniper. Wants that sniper rifle.
I was just figuring out what tech level exactly means, other than your crawler's tech level. And I guess I haven't like looked at how I didn't think we needed, unless we really like go hard on this, like need to know that, like how to fucking like upgrade your crawler's tech level or whatever. I have no idea how that even works.
So it says training in the pilot bay during downtime provides you with 1 training point, which you can spend on new abilities. Full details on the crawler pilot bay can be found on 223. So it doesn't.
Oh no, there is an upgrade system. So that must be why the pre-gens, you're assumed to be on a tech level 3 crawler.
Mm-hmm.
So for instance, when it says for your sniper rifle, like the tech level, I think you're just starting at a level 3.
No, I mean, we could make it a level 1, right? I guess it doesn't. Well,
So
I mean, you're giving us 3
at
XP.
each tech level, you choose an additional modification and increases the damage by 1. So yeah, at tech level 3, it does 4 SP, and you have 3 modifications.
Okay.
So yeah,
fuck. All right.
That's what you get if you've bought that talent. So that's how it works at tech level 3, and that's what the scenario says. So you're at tech level 3.
Sweet.
The problem is that means you must scavenge tech level 3 shit, though, to keep it repaired every week. That's the drawback of the system. Is like, if you have a tech level 3 crawler, you can't be scavenging tech level 1 bullshit.
Aluminum
that ain't gonna
cans.
fix anything. So,
all right, guys, I have a decision to make. So, I'm getting mass field maintenance and jerry rig. All right. So I can fix shit and I can make shit. For level, I can get a level 2. So I can do, if I cut this wire, where you can work out exactly where to target a mech in order to disable its systems or modules.
Ooh.
Which can be pretty helpful.
That's
or
not
Mech
bad.
Guyver, right? Mech Guyver.
Yeah.
When you're in an area with
That's
scrappy
pretty
at your
baller.
disposal, you can craft any system or module of your choice of a tech level equal or lower to your Union crawler.
So the crazy thing about that is like, what's the tech level 3 fucking mech systems? Like at tech level 3, you could make 120 millimeter cannon, the articulated rigging arm. Like you could create that from level 3 tech scrap in the field if you wanted. Which is pretty fucking
I could
cool,
just straight up disable other mechs.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You could just say, I want to take out their weapon. I'm going to take out their locomotion system. I'm going to take it. Like, you can just... Like, that's fucking awesome also. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot, though, that you can make. Oh, man, a rail rifle? A smuggling
right,
hold,
I'm gonna
a rotary mill. Yeah,
I'm gonna leave that decision up to later. I'm gonna do the mech first, see how things are feeling, and then we'll make
All right.
it there.
So once everyone picks their upgrades and stuff, yes, you pick a call sign.
I haven't made it there yet.
Oh, is there any? Oh, and you do
It's
need
fine,
two pieces of Tech 1 equipment or level 1 tech equipment.
Wait,
Since-
when you
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm stuck on a stupid thing. You said you were giving us 2 TP, and then someone else said, "Okay, so we have 3 TP."
Well, you get
'Cause
one
you
ability
start with
to start.
one.
But isn't that you start with one
Ability.
even though you get an ability? Right?
No,
Well,
that's no. Yes, that count. That one ability is your first TP, basically.
Okay, so I have 2 then to spend.
Yes,
Okay,
correct.
So
sir.
okay.
I forgot. what I was
And
gonna ask
again,
now.
you must go in order,
Sorry,
right?
John.
You have to take a level 1 before you can take a level 2. Blah blah blah. But yes, you get
So
2
I can get up to emergency salvage drop then.
if you
Isn't
want.
that-
John got a custom fucking sniper rifle that's insane.
Well, now
So
I got to go back to gaining abilities and find out what the price. So I thought you could just use them for the ability things.
Yeah, so your TP, your training points can be used to build your abilities. That's how you gain abilities.
Okay,
So we can pick 3 abilities.
got it. Okay,
So my question then is: first level characters get 2 Tech 1 level pieces of gear. Since we're Tech 3, do we get more?
ooh, good question.
Presumably, you would be able to add pilot equipment as you advance. I'm assuming because you can hold, I think, up to 6 pieces of equipment. I don't know where to find that.
is the tech level based on how many TP you have?
No, it's based on your. This is
Yeah.
engineered. You would normally start at a 1 tech level, but the scenario, at least as written in the book, it specifically says you're a level 3 Union crawler, so you're already advanced from the pre-gen scenario.
All right, so there's nothing tech level about my character. That's Union.
No, it's the
Crawler.
Union crawler, but since you guys would have theoretically had those levels, I'll say you can shoot. You get 2 tech level 1, and then you get 1 tech level 2 and 1 tech level 3.
Nice.
Okay,
So
shit.
2 1 1 2 1 3.
Correct.
And then if we wanted to, we could spend them down, right? So I could take an additional Tech 1.
Of course, you
and give
can
up a
always
Tech 2 or
go
whatever.
lower. If you were like, I don't need a 3, I want these 2 2s. Yeah, just
All
take.
right, so I gotta go.
Okay.
Gotcha.
You get
Okay.
4 total pieces of tech because you've been on some missions.
Yeah, this is our first rodeo.
So, which will be hilarious because it is your first rodeo, and we're gonna be like, "What are we doing? How does this work?"
All right, I'm going high caliber rounds.
Should've done this with a pencil.
I mean, it is pretty fucking ballsy to have. Like, it is awesome to have like your own custom. But like, if you're building your mech and not using the ones from the pre-gen, yeah, like you could do some pretty cool shit. Pretty wicked alterations.
So, I'm wondering if I should go. Where the hell is it? Not range. Well, rangefinder's nice. There's the anti-organic trait. I forget.
Oh, yep.
Right, you just shoot a human with with that. I think. Oh, it deals 2 times damage to people, creatures, and biotitans. That's not terrible.
Here's the thing: it's really for the biotitans, is what that's for.
Yeah.
You know.
But still, I would have fun shooting a person with that.
Yeah, well, I mean, high caliber anti-organic. Like, does the person just vaporize?
I think so, right? Because the rifle deals SP damage, so I think that's already double damage to a person.
Exactly. Yes.
They would just explode.
Yeah, like they just don't exist anymore. Like they're just vaporized into oblivion. So
Ooh, maybe I should go silencer.
Is yours going to be ballistic or energy?
It's ballistic because I did high caliber rounds, so I'm assuming ballistic.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Can't really have high caliber laser rounds.
Yeah.
All right. So with mass field maintenance, do I need, like, would there be a point in getting like the riveting gun or the arc welder or something like that?
Let me see. What's the technical? Okay.
Ooh.
I don't even remember what page my shit's on.
Is your what type of action is?
Mass field maintenance is a long action.
So that isn't during combat. So, for instance, a handheld riveting gun can regain SP from a turn action, a patch job.
Oh, okay.
So there are things that, yes, will that
Oh, yeah.
are
So
useful outside of that. Because the arc welder is the same, except you get 3. So the arc welders are really good. But then short action is system repair, long action. So short action is 10 minutes,
the same.
Long action is 1 hour.
So patching is a turn, system repair is a short, chassis repair is a long action.
Yes.
And that's the same for all 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a quick how are you going to run this game question.
Sure.
So one of the tech ones is called salvaging tools. And the words say, this covers a wide array of tools from jacks to hammers to angle grinders that are used in salvaging. This allows your pilot to salvage in the field because sometimes you need to get your hands dirty.
Right.
Like, are we not all salvagers? So, like, why would
technically
that be
salvager is a hybrid class, John?
No, I think it's the core class, right? Because it's in the middle of the diagram. So, like, technically, we're all salvagers to some degree, but like,
so let's say, like, how would you rule something like, oh, we're going to salvage some shit, and then you say, well, do you have salvaging tools? And we have to say no because no one has a tech one salvaging tools. Does that question make sense?
I was planning on having salvaging tools. So if you don't want to bring them, I got them.
Well, I mean, I think because that's kind of like
it's a good question. I'm just trying to
I'm just curious about the game itself when you have to say I have salvaging, like you use a resource to say I have salvaging tools, but if you don't take it, then you can't salvage in a game about salvaging.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm trying to wrap my mind around like what the loop is when we're out there. I guess
it's one of those things. It's one of those things where if it's equipment that they list to do a specific thing, then they kind of assume that if you're going to be salvaging, someone is going to have that equipment.
Okay. So
we don't all need to have a salvage tool, like salvage tools, but one of us should have them.
So we're working off of the same list. So we should probably align. So like we can't, because if we, So if you're going to take salvaging tools, I'll grab that. Yeah.
So is there any way to increase your inventory or your AP?
Not your personal inventory, but the mechs you can.
The mech, yeah.
I'm not sure you can increase I don't think AP goes up.
So you always just have 5 AP. Wow, okay.
No, your AP does go up because the pre-gens have 6.
Oh,
really?
I heard you. I was reading while you were talking.
Gotcha.
You can increase storage. Right, like you can carry 6 pieces of personal equipment, but like you can get a storage locker in your mech. You can, you can do things where you can carry more cargo. I don't know how AP goes up. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I was trying to figure out. How you buy that up.
Because if we're at tech level 3, then so it would be higher than the 5 that we currently have.
There's no, I couldn't find any rules on like advancement other than like you use TP to buy more things.
You said a tech 2 and a tech 3, one each, 2?
Mm-hmm. One of each. 2 at 1, 1 at 2, and 1 at 3.
Okay. Yeah. So we should probably discuss, because Jesse, you and I sound like we have some like crossover ideas here.
Trait.
Yeah.
Which is good, because then we can like totally maximize, we can totally min-max our tech.
Right.
Like I'm looking at the Tech 3 green laser rifle. This weapon covers a wide variety of standard issues.
Okay, so I don't know what the
energy
tech. I don't know what the tools actually technically do for you. Just because
they just let you do the thing.
Yeah, that's what I was at. That was like kind of the spirit of the question.
It says every pilot has area salvage, mech salvage, scrap, and repair. Although this says requires salvaging trait.
Yeah, so it would be like in the scenario, if you're like, oh, there's a bunch of shit, and it's like, well, if we want to salvage it, are you going to ask, well, do you have salvaging tools?
Well, Salvager's one of the core classes. Comes right after Hauler.
Someone probably should have salvaging tools, probably.
I'm going to have salvaging tools, don't worry.
Okay.
But I don't think you would need multiple sets, per se.
Okay.
Right.
All right, what else are you taking then, Jesse, before I fill out my thing? Because I'm going to defer to you.
So I'm probably going to take the salvaging tools. I'm also I'm looking at probably the portable arc welder and the what's that? There's like a frame thing.
Tech 1?
Let me see here. No, it's a Tech 2. The rigging jack.
Okay.
There wasn't anything I was super impressed with for Tech 3.
I mean, I'm going to probably take the Predator.
The Predator I was thinking about maybe taking the hover sled, but
like the Predator gun, I'm all over it. But I wanted the hazard protection suit is also cool because if I was laughing at my own personal mental image of like my character in a hazard protection suit bouncing around in the hazardous areas.
Nice.
I was enjoying that.
So let me ask you guys this, because I haven't even gotten that far, because I'm still looking at my sniper rifle. So it's a high caliber.
I love this.
He's not even
I'm
doing
so
anything.
excited.
He's just looking at the stats like, man, this thing's fucking sexy.
He's like, oh, I can't get over. I get 3 choices. So many choices.
But they have traits and stuff, right? So I would do high caliber, so it's another SP damage. I'm going to do laser guidance, so I can spend 2 AP to auto hit, and it gives me the targeter trait. And then I can either go antimatter, so on a roll of a 20, the target is destroyed. Right, but it's like a 5% chance, right? Like,
yeah, but that's absurd.
You have to name this weapon, right? Like,
okay, well, that'll take you more time. But so my other option is silent, which means nobody can hear it, right? So like in the mech, it won't matter.
Yes.
But if we get out of the mech, it might be super nice to have it be silent, right? Like,
right?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think all of this. I just want to hear the name. I just need.
We'll have to get back to you. I need to know which one. What do you want me to take?
I think silent could be really good.
Silent's very good.
Okay, I'll go silent.
Yeah, sounds very good, especially for scouting.
Well, I don't. So is the laser guidance going to give up the silence? I mean, obviously, when somebody gets killed, obviously they're going to know that somebody's
shot them.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead. I've been shot. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fuck it. We'll go silent. Okay. Now I got to look at gear.
I gotta look at the gear.
All right. I got my gear picked.
All right. So I'm going to take a first aid kit.
Oh, Jesus. Let me cross out something here.
All right. So I went with salvaging tools, a portable communications,
Okay.
high tensile wire, a portable arc welder, and a rigging jack.
Okay.
Cool.
Wait, that's too many things, isn't it?
You should have
Well, you get-
four
No,
total.
that's
2.
3 tech 1 and then 2 tech 2.
No, we only get 4 things total.
Yeah.
I thought we got, wasn't it 3 1 and 1?
2 1 and
No,
1.
2
Was
1
it
and
2 1 and 1? Oh, all right.
2 1.
Is
But
there
no, John,
Do I
like,
get rid of
for
the
example,
portable
there's, like,
comms or the
healing-
high tensile wire.
There's like healing biofoam, which is better. That's the like better version of a med kit.
But I
That's
don't.
level
Oh,
3
wait, that's a tech 3. Okay.
But anyway, just so you know. So like you're
Yeah,
not like,
I'd
"Fuck."
see. I didn't get that far. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you clearly don't need the Tech 3 rifle. Like that is useless
Right.
to you.
Right.
So, but yeah, for Tech 3, I don't know, hover sled.
Okay, so improvised explosive device.
Well, all right. Is
Uh,
anybody else going to take a comms unit?
Oh, fuck. We're also forgetting Jim's going to have like a whole other class of
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah,
have all
yeah.
the tech, all the tech locked up.
Yep.
There's no other tech table, right? Like these are all the
This
things.
is it. Yeah.
yeah.
So is there, if nobody else is going to take a comms unit, then it's kind of pointless for me to have one, right?
I was thinking about it.
I was looking at that, but I don't like. I think as long as we have one, we're fine, right? So anybody can take it. But
Well, no,
if
who are you going to talk
Well,
to?
because it says this allows you to
Yeah,
communicate with
yeah.
anything that has the communicator trait within range.
I mean, I feel like it makes sense
So,
for us
like-
to all have them.
Oh, but I guess it depends. Like personal comm unit, because your mechs probably have comm units.
Yeah, so
So
what,
you could
what's the
talk-
communicator
Right,
trait?
exactly. So this is if we're out of our comms.
Yeah.
Are we going to be
like,
that far away from each other?
Like if John is like scouting ahead and trying to be stealthy, or if I'm like down in a hole somewhere trying to scrap some shit, like
I'm gonna be super amused while I go get a little something else to drink while you guys have an actual conversation as scavengers being like, do we need comms, guys? Like, and someone's going,
fuck it,
we
we
need
all have
fucking
comms.
comms. And you're like, well, I'm not wasting my shit on that. I'm gonna fucking take it and make this thing out of it. Like,
But it's
I
like
need
so.
a fucking claymore or whatever.
So is the portable communications unit like when we're just walking around outside? If someone's going off on a thing,
yeah.
Okay, so that would be like
So like
yeah.
if one of us if we're
Okay.
outside of our mech, that's how
Yeah.
we talk.
Okay, so if all right,
Outside of yelling.
Well,
yeah. Yeah,
well,
I'm
maybe
down.
they
Well,
expect
I'll take a
the
portable
scout
com.
to have it. Yeah, right.
Those are our PDATs, as Kevin was fond of saying.
right, yeah.
Like, and we can like give this shit to other people, right? If something happens, like this isn't just like locked in. Like,
Well, yeah, but I mean, but do we want to like trade? Do we
damn
want to
it.
be like tossing our comms back and forth?
well, like if
okay, you're going out, so I'm gonna give you the comm.
well, let's say the Tech 3 thing I take is hazard protection suit. That theoretically means that I'm going to be leaving the mech and going off on as a person to go do something.
Yes.
So then, like, would John be able to give me the communications kit?
It's just
I guess
it's
in
like a radio,
theory.
right?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Handheld communications device.
I know
It's
I'm
a phone or a
overthinking this, but I'm trying to
walkie-talkie.
figure out where like everything intersects to make sense game wise, and I'm
All
I mean, it does make
for
sense, right? Like-
Now, for now, I'm gonna get rid of the rigging jack.
I'll take the rigging jack if you don't want it, because I feel like that would make a lot of sense for my
Sure.
hauler boy, my 67-year-old hauler.
All right, I'll go high tensile wire.
Oh, rigging jack is a Tech 2. Okay.
It is, yeah.
Oh wait, I think Jesse. Did you take the high tensile wire?
I did.
Well, right,
yeah.
useful in climbing. It's used for dragon shit, whatever. Like,
Right.
There's dragons?
Yeah. That's why you need the high tensile wire, because they're super strong.
Right, yeah,
exactly.
it cuts right through their scales.
I was looking at the hollow foil, the what is the holofoil tent? What do you think?
I mean, you can just fucking sleep in your mech if you need to. Like, I don't know why you need a tent.
Right? I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking, right? Like, why would you leave the mech and then be far enough away from the mech that you'd have to sleep?
Right, exactly.
I like the idea of the fucking hazard protection suit.
But, I mean, if we're on a long-range mission, right, like, it's not necessarily apropos to this scenario. But if we had to, disembark from the mechs to stalk into a village, right? If we were going to sneak up and didn't know they were coming. But again, I don't know, because if somebody found the mech, like, you wouldn't leave the mechs and go somewhere. But if we had to, like, crash overnight, it would be more comfortable to sleep in a tent than it would be to sleep in the mech.
Oh, yeah. I need tech level 5. I need a mini repair arm.
Because the only other thing would be...
I need another tech 1.
A portable arc welder? Like, there's, like, nothing that, like, me as a character would need. I'm going to take the tent.
Take the tent.
Tent.
Honestly, the one person who would potentially be away for their mech for an extended period of time would be you.
That's true.
So,
okay. I mean, that's fair. And then I'll take the healing biofoam then, because it's 3 uses. The medical kit's 3 uses. And then this regains 5 HP instead of, I think, 3.
Oh, shit. Wait, hover sled. Oh, this is a whole other page down here. Hover sled. Does anyone have hover sled?
No.
That's going to be my tech 3 is hover sled then.
Wow.
I ended up just going 2 tech 2.
That has a capacity of 4 cargo capacity.
Yeah, I like hauling shit. I'm all in on this hauler thing. I'm a 67-year-old old Coot who's been in the game.
Every time you see him, the hauler's just following him like a puppy.
Yeah, I ride the hauler. I'm riding. Okay.
He's in the cafeteria. The hover sled's just there. He's got his cup on it.
Yeah, exactly. So I got my T2's the rigging jack, right, Jesse? You weren't taking that, so I'll take that. That's more hauler shit, so I'm good. I can feel like a real hauler ass hauler. Hauling ass. Something's there. I'll figure it out after.
Nice. Can I just say, because I'm just writing everything down on paper,
I'm down.
I dislike the character sheet. It's portrait, but like all of the stuff is landscape. Like, I don't pick a fucking direction.
I printed it out, right?
Oh, look at you!
But it's not big enough for a regular piece of paper, so you get the big gap on the top and the big gap on the bottom.
Wait a minute, how'd you get it? Mine's like mine went like big when I printed landscape.
Good
deal.
Well, and they have a fillable, but right, like so, like you put your thing in, and Scout is like this big, and then you try to type your ability, and it's like this big, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Let's air some grievances.
I have to say, I rolled my call sign, and I kind of like the one I got.
What do you got?
I think I got Scarecrow. I think I'm gonna stick with Scarecrow.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Is Coot your call sign then, John?
I just made it up because he's an old bastard.
Yeah,
he's an old Coot.
I got Dingo.
Yeah, I love Dingo. Did anybody ever play Brawl Stars?
No.
Silly little game? Okay, never mind then. I'm basing him off of one of the characters in Brawl Stars. That's why I got the improvised explosive.
I played Brawlhalla. Is that
any relation? Oh, no, it's different. That's different. No. Never mind. Well, I still need a tech 1. I only have 1 tech 1. I got improvised explosive device because I like to throw explosives around.
John, you're gonna like my motto, John.
What's your motto?
It'll probably be fine.
That's perfect. I mean, I love it. I saw on the sheet. I like is it feel the fear and do it anyway. I like that.
That's originally what I took, and I'm like, wait a minute.
I liked it, so I'm doing it.
Yeah,
Unless you want it, you can tab it.
No. It's probably fun. Like it's constant through these games, so like.
Yeah, I know. It's just You've established that saying, and it's beautiful.
This was the perfect opportunity to enshrine it as a motto.
Yes. It is now officially official. So someone has high tensile wire. I got the improvised explosive device. Heavy duty torch. Are we worried about lighting up an area close range? Of the pilot?
I'm not. If I need anything lit up, I'm just gonna tilt my mech down slightly and turn the floodlights on.
Yeah, I'll just blow up an explosive device to light up the area for a second. So I guess I could do an improvised firearm, just so there's a weapon. Does anyone else have a weapon?
Nope.
Oh, I got a customized sniper rifle. Let me tell you all about
John talking about it.
If anyone else has a weapon, I wasn't sure if there was a weapon in the group. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll do that then. I'll have a gun.
Neil, did you find anything about the ability points or no?
I did not.
Okay. I'm gonna close my window because somebody's got the radio waxing.
Page 80.
All right. I think I've come up with my entire character's personality just based off of rolling on the motto table. I got call me or screw it up yourself.
I like that. Oh shit, that's good. That's good. All right, 2 T1s, a T2, and a T3.
We did it.
He's definitely not muscular. My name's
fucking
Scarecrow.
Oh, I have to add the abilities because we got I have all the ability tree.
Wiry, sure.
Yeah, of all of you guys, you can't take the advanced things, but you do have access to literally everybody's ability tree. So your decisions are impossible.
Who has that? Who has access to everyone's ability tree?
Oh wait, you're not a scavenger. Sorry, you're a hauler. Yeah. I forgot.
Oh yeah, no. I was just saying because I have 2 more TP to spend, I can get my 2 and 3 of the core abilities.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Then I do it.
So I'm torn for keepsake because I got a couple of things that maybe make sense. So I did the scruffed book because the questions I did for him to flesh character out, one of his habits or whatever mannerisms, whatever is he meditates. So I thought maybe the scuffed old book can be a copy of the I Ching.
Okay.
But then, I'm going to attempt to do an Australian accent, which is why he's Dingo. But then I'm looking at stuffed toy. So maybe he's also maybe it's a little stuffed dingo toy. Or maybe a koala or a kangaroo or something, right? And then maybe the name could have come, that way. I don't know.
I like the stuffed toy.
Yeah.
I want
stuffed toy is
here's the story I just concocted in my head. You have a stuffed like you said, a koala or a dingo or a kangaroo or something, and you found that and then decided to make your entire personality around. So you're not actually from Australia, but you've developed a really shitty Australian accent and you wear the Crocodile Dundee hat.
I love it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden one day you get really scared off. You talk in this New York accent. People are like, what the fuck?
I love it. Lock it in. Let's lock it in.
So, koala, kangaroo, what do you think? Koala's probably more
Kangawalla. It's like a
koala.
hybrid.
It could have what
platypus?
if it has its paws? Its paws were magnetic, so you have it wrapped around
yes,
a pole, a part of the frame of your.
Oh my god!
your
It's right next to your head when you get in your mech. It's just clinging on.
Yep.
Okay, koala it is. That's how I find it in the parking lot. It's just on the antenna.
Right.
Yes.
And then his appearance, he's lanky, long black hair. His fingers are too long. It looks kind of weird, not like Slender Man long, but like he could play piano kind of thing, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And then for AI personality, I got gloomy and miserable.
Nice.
Trying
That's
to find
not
a picture
Australian.
Well, for the AI.
Well, remember,
Oh,
he's
for
technically
the
not Australian.
True. Also true.
Do we all have an AI?
It says to roll on the AI personality table.
Dynamite.
So I assume the mechs got an AI, right? Because you had systems and modules. So I guess it.
I think that's only if you get, because like if I, for instance, like the ranger gets a mech companion, and at that point you roll on the AI table to see what personality they have.
Gotcha.
So I don't think you have to roll on it.
Okay, I'll cross that off. And then his background is Wastelander.
Nice.
So it's,
I ended up going with Born Salvager.
Yeah, so I figured like, he was in a village or whatever, and then like, this particular crawler came by and it was like, hey, we're always looking for more people or whatever. And it's like, hey, well, this place kind of sucks, I guess, but it's better than the arcology, but sure, like whatever, let's let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
In the Discord, I just put a picture of like my initial image of Coot. For some reason, when I was reading through the stuff, that's what I got. So that's Cootish.
John, I don't know if you know or not, but you just made an older version of Kevin's character from Runners.
Oh, really? Great.
Yep.
Maybe
Kevin's
I'm his
character
father.
is like
maybe I'm
like
his
mid to
maybe I'm
late
his dad,
30s. Yep, he's like mid to late 30s, bushy beard, ex-miner, like
okay, perfect. Well, then that's what it is. In the sort of like sub canon is I'm like his grandfather or something from another.
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh no! Wait a minute. I'm trying to. Oh well, let me do it. I'm trying to share the
Holy shit,
the tab and it won't do it. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Oh, here we go.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah. It's Dynamite from Brawl Stars. That was what I got in my head.
You're gonna talk in a really crappy Southern accent, like a one tarnation, right? Like that's
no, I did. No, I'm not gonna do that. I have a voice.
Come
I do.
on.
I'm working. I was working on it in the car earlier. Yeah, it's like an older gentleman's voice, or trying to be. We'll see. It'll be fun. I'm gonna have fun with it anyway.
Hey, that's all that matters.
Yes.
Hey, now we get to make mechs, John.
Oh, God damn it. Let me get my mech sheet. So that's it. So, right, I got the 3 abilities. I've spent all my TP. 10 hit points. The hit points didn't go up, did it?
I think maybe instead of making the mechs, because progression for mechs isn't as straightforward as characters. Like you have to just like you fabricate stuff based on the salvage value and tech level of that stuff. And so like to make a level, let me just look at what level. Tech level 3, right? The 120 millimeter cannon is a tech level 3. It takes up 7 cargo slots of your mech, and it's a 4 salvage value. So you need 4 level 3, tech level 3 scrap pieces to make that.
Well,
so right. I might just say you can pick a tech level 3 mech, and you just get the standard tech level 3 mech. God. That way we don't have to worry about making a level 1 mech and leveling it to a level 3-ish. Unless you guys want to try level 2, I'm fine with level 2 if you want.
Well, so like we were talking about the Hussar earlier, it doesn't say what tech level it is?
It's a 2. Tech level 2 chassis.
Is it?
It says in the bar.
Oh, I see it.
Of
Yeah.
numbers. Yeah.
It says it in the bar of numbers.
So there's a column with numbers,
Yes,
and
I see.
yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Or I guess maybe you could be just new at it, so you could take. Okay, you can either take a Tech 3 or take a Tech 2, and you can add a Tech level 3, whatever you want to it. I guess
I'll just find a Tech level 3. Call it a day.
Or unless you guys think 2 is fine, we could just do 2s.
Wait
a minute. Maybe that's what they have as the pre-gens.
They
No,
do.
they have Tech level 2. So yeah,
well,
just
the
choose a 2.
Atlas. The Atlas is the pre-gen hauler has the Atlas.
That's a 3.
Yeah. 21 system slots. Holy shit.
Like, yeah.
But there's different patterns, right? So like how does that correspond to like tech level of the
Well,
you're just saying we can start with the tech level 3 chassis is what you're saying.
Yeah, I would say you just start with this. I mean, any of them, I guess, is fine of the 3 patterns. I am looking at the tech level 1. Only certain of them do they want you to use for the, like, they want you to use the leftmost one as like the standard. And then, theoretically you could either reconfigure or just like you find some of these other ones out in the field, right, and salvage them and like repair them. So that's sort of the idea, is you can get like variants of them. But yeah, it doesn't, I mean, it looks like, but I feel like you could probably just pick whatever one. Let's just stick with 2s. I don't.
2s.
Let's go 2s. Pick any of the 2s, and you just get any of the. You can pick any of the patterns. I don't care. You can pick a fancy pattern if one of the other ones is more interesting to you.
Okay, so cargo cap it.
All right. The Magpie has my attention so far. Because I can hot swap parts.
Is there no... Oh, here we go. What's this? The Gopher. Oh, no.
I was looking at the Gophers, too.
I'm trying to find one that's like... Because the Atlas is like... It's got like a 31 cargo cap. I'm assuming
that's a Tech 3, I think.
Yeah, that's right. I'm looking for one. I'm looking for like a Tech 2 that's like a hauler.
The mule,
I don't even know his cargo cap.
The mule has the mule has a 16, and I think that's the highest. Yeah, there's the very first one.
Mule, it is. We've done it.
I think that one has the highest cargo out of 1s and 2s.
Well, that's Tech level 1, though. Should I not, or am I hurting the team?
No.
Okay, I like it. I like that it's called the Mule.
I mean, theoretically, because you're whatever, like because you're more advanced, theoretically, you could also pick one of the other patterns. One of them does have a missile pod and like an armored plating and stuff. So there is like options for like a fancier one.
I guess I have to understand like what the.
And then I guess,
yeah. Go ahead.
If you're going to take level 2, then or a level 1, then I would say you could add one Tech level 2 thing to it, just as like a.
What is a Tech level 2 thing?
All right, I'm going to keep the Hussar then, I think.
Like a Tech level 2, I guess. I don't know if it would be a system.
That makes sense for you.
Yeah.
Probably a mod.
Very Avatar.
I don't know if you actually can fit a system on that one. I don't know how many slots it has, actually.
What about the Mazana, though?
That's what the Scout comes with as a pre-gen. I looked at that one. I mean, it's not terrible, right? Because I can just, hook the rifle up so that it comes out of that window.
Right. And I mean, you could also like hover it over an area and like drop out and have it like, can it remote?
It doesn't say.
I think that's a separate system. There is a system to do that, I think.
So I mean,
Yeah.
if you
Or an ability,
get a
maybe.
system where you could remote control it, like you could hover it, like you drop out, it flies away, and you can have her like hover nearby.
The problem is it's only got 5 structure points and its heat cap is 6. So it's not super useful.
Well, I think that is more of like a transport vehicle, right? Like it's a transport mech. It gets you to like a hot situation.
Yeah, but if we're fighting other mechs, it needs to be able to fight.
Well, that's what your gun, like your gun is. You fight the mech. It doesn't.
To make sure to take a gun.
Yeah, no, but the problem is if I'm on the ground and I get shot with a mech weapon, I'm dead because you take double damage because they do SP damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Mizona's out. So I'm going to stick with the Hussar.
All right.
That is very Avatar.
Yeah, I won't do it now, but I'll have to remanipulate this because I got to put the arms on it, I think. And in the book, it shows arms, but doesn't have arms as part of its systems or module. So I'll have to rebuild it.
Yes. Yeah, you'll have to swap some things.
Okay.
Maybe the piggyback. No, piggyback does that have someone with you? How's that?
I think it means somebody's.
Shotgun pit. Yeah.
Yeah. So probably not that.
Maybe the contour, but the mauler, you could probably switch stuff out of the mauler.
Yeah, I could probably use the mauler as a base. What do we? So we have to make a tech level 1. You've got 20 scrap to build.
Yes.
Are we getting extra points then for second? Like, I don't know how that works. Like you were saying,
well, no, because those are, you can only build those tech level 1 mechs with tech level 1 scrap. Like the level 2s have level 2 stuff on them. I'm pretty sure
already. Okay.
Like, so that's why I was like, instead of building from scratch, like the 30mm autocannon, that's a tech level 2. So I just wanted to hand wave having to upgrade them, like build and upgrade, like screw it. Like we could do it if we were starting from scratch, but I think this mission might be somewhat challenging if you're taking on
a Biotitan.
Like, with like straight newbies or whatever, So like seems kind of dangerous. So I figure like, let's just give you guys a level 2 average and it'll be good.
I'll use the piggyback pattern and then I'll swap based on
you can
what tech level shit is on there and swap some stuff around.
Yeah, you can swap it out. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Wait. So can you put higher tech level stuff into a lower tech? So if I have a tech level 1 chassis, can I put tech level 2 equipment onto that?
Great question.
I'm not seeing anything that says you can't.
Yeah, I would imagine.
And also that would like require you to constantly upgrade your find a new chassis every time you want to upgrade power. Like upgrade features.
I mean, I think you can swap stuff on as long as you have the points, like the space for it.
Yeah.
I think it's just the average of that mech. So if you want to upgrade, but you have to like have the scrap to do it.
Yeah.
Yes, you would be able to do that. You can put higher level on, I'm pretty sure.
Cool.
So, yeah. It's also a matter, though, of like, sometimes you're like, fuck it, I'm going to take this other. Like, it's better to just, instead of keep customizing yours, to be like, fuck it, there's a brand new, I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Tech level 5, right? Like, crazy thing that you're like, oh, wait, this is awesome.
Well, do you guys think it would be useful to have a survey scanner on the mech? It costs a little bit.
No, I haven't even made it that far yet.
So it does. Fuck, I'm gonna have to find it.
Do you have to choose a pattern?
Hmm.
Or is that just like a pre-built?
I think it's a pre-build.
That's a pre-built, okay.
Well, I mean, you don't have to choose a pattern, but for this you do, because I'm not going to upgrade things with like levels of scrap, right? I don't want to build like mechs from scratch with 20 scrap points and then also try to figure out how much salvage gets you at a level 3 tech level for your... Like, I'm not doing it. So, like, just pick a level 2 and pick one of those patterns, and you can swap tier 2 for tier 2s and tier 1s for tier 1s, but that's it. Don't fuck with anything else.
Oh, I don't think I can actually get that. I don't fucking see it on here. Where the hell was it? Ooh, I get. Oh, if there's. Oh no, we don't have tech 3. It's only tech 2. Okay, forget it. So they say I get the 120 millimeter cannon, the 6 SP.
Yeah.
Module switch. Fuck, where is that? I could have sworn I seen that on here.
What are you looking for?
I am looking for the survey scanner. Oh, because it's in modules, and I'm not looking at modules. I'm looking at systems.
Yeah, it's not a system.
Well, obviously, I already said it, so I need to get the floodlights.
Self-destruct, damage assessor. Here's a deep survey scanner. That's not what I was looking at.
Allows you to scan a point of interest within range, a single point on the map, or a specific feature in the world, such as a ruin, unique area of terrain, settlement, base. Before you make the scan, I have to tell you if there's nothing at all useful there. If you roll the die, a 20 gets you a thorough scan. You can ask 5 questions about it, and I must give true answers. 11 to 19, your scan is successful, and you may ask 3 questions about the scanned area. They have to be true. 6 to 10, you partially scan the area and return messy results. You can ask 2 questions. 1 has to be true, and the other contains false information. 2 to 5, nothing at all. And 1 is ask 2 questions that contain lies that your character believes.
Yeah. So
yeah.
what do you guys think? Like, is that? I mean, it's potentially super useful going into an area. I mean,
it makes sense for a scout to have a survey scanner, really, but
yeah.
Like,
and it's kind of like powered by the apocalypse sort of thing. Like, if you roll, you get to ask a certain number of questions or some shit. I think that's part of that system, right?
Right.
I don't know if we.
I know it's in something. I've listened to games where it's like, oh, I do this thing, and it's like, okay, you can ask, a number of questions based on the success of the roll, kind of thing.
Got it. Yeah, I don't think it's powered by the apocalypse. I don't think. At least none of the games I played.
Yeah, and I could be wrong. I don't
had that mechanic, but yeah. But yeah, that should get you guys pretty well. You should be pretty fine with those patterns or those tech level mechs and stuff. So yeah, and so then basically, like, all the gameplay is like, I'm going to show you a map of the area, and you have It's very tactical to start. It's very narrative once you're in where you're choosing, but it basically shows you like a tactical map of like, here's areas of interest, and you can safely drop into like 2 areas. And then from there, they connect to certain places. And then it takes you so much time to travel. And, you know, it's basically like you're out on that mission until you decide you go back for downtime. So, yeah. And there's quite a few areas to explore. I think there's like 6 areas or something to explore. So plenty of stuff to do. But the idea is you choose what you go to look at, and I can give you as much information as it tells you that you have from scouting or scans that you already did from the ship or whatever, or the crawler. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Like, you can get between areas, I think it's like an hour in a mech, and then like a day as people. And then the Union crawler, I think, takes a day as well. They're really slow. So obviously your mechs are the fastest things you got. So that's usually how you travel most places. But there are cases where getting out of your mech may be beneficial.
Yeah, I assumed at some point, right? I mean, that's
like if you can't get somewhere, there are things that physically the mech won't fit through or whatever. So if you decide to pursue those areas, because like everything's not necessarily like someone's out to get you.
Right.
Sometimes it's just like wildlife shit. So
Biotitans.
Or Biotitans. Or the meld.
So I'm assuming everybody's going to take a comms module.
Yep.
I don't even know. I haven't even like. What the fuck am I looking at? Like, what is the chassis? Is Mule the chassis, or is Mule the pattern?
Mule is the chassis. Yes.
What's the pattern?
So if you're on double screen, right, like open book mode, on the right hand side, there's 3 different columns. Each one of those is a separate like build.
Yeah.
Hit. And it'll say like, you know.
So it's like
Mule.
different equipment for each one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, the Mule has like, though at the top it describes them as like the Avantis pattern is the heavily armored one that has a missile battery. And then like one of them has these like dozer blades, hydraulic crusher, a rigging arm. So
okay.
Interesting.
it's the transport hold. Yeah. I don't know. It depends on what you're looking at, I guess. But like, for instance, the base model that has the 50 caliber machine gun and stuff does have a transport hold, which gives you 4 extra cargo spots inside it. Versus the others do not have that extra space. But they have other things, obviously. I don't know what hydraulic crusher does.
So I'd have to go through and okay. Good. All right.
You'd have to figure out which ones you
I'd have
like.
to look at all those things and have to. So I'm assuming all those things have a page that I can turn to.
Yep.
That explains to me what a. Okay.
They start on page 164.
This is good.
I'm saying, I'll tell you, I went through mine expecting I'm just going to replace most, if not all of this, and I'm replacing one thing. So
yeah, I mean, I have to understand what I'm looking at before I even.
Once you read what each thing does,
yeah, it'll be super straightforward.
The escape hatch lets you escape. Your locomotion system lets you move. The loudspeakers are loudspeakers.
A rigging arm lets you manipulate scrap and stuff. And for instance,
exactly.
So like, for the example, like the big difference is like you basically want to look at like, what's your weapon? Either a 50 cal machine gun, a red laser, or a missile pod. Those are very different. So you just look at what those do. But for example, the only real difference between the hauler and the crusher is they have the red laser, right, versus the 50 cal. The hauler has a transport hold that gives you more cargo space, but the hydraulic crusher on the crusher pattern gives you one extra scrap of the tech level of the area you're in, no matter what, when you salvage. So like if there's normally 4 scrap, you'd get 5 if you have the hydraulic crusher on. It also can be used as a weapon. And so like that's a reason you might want that one.
Or I could just dump all my points into getting the Mechapult. These are all decisions I cannot wait to consider when I am building my mech. I don't know. Mechapult is probably happening. If I can get that on the mule. Look at this shit. This is awesome.
You just throw it right up on top there.
Oh, it's a level 1. You can definitely have it.
That's kind of all I'm concerned about.
Wow, though, like
a chaotic mess of circuit boards.
Whoa. Oh, yeah, but that's like a huge. I mean, yes, you have to burn really expensive scrap, but like if you roll that's only a 19. Because like it's like the damage is SP equal to 3 times the tech level of the scrap you use. Right? Like there's the table for it is insane. Literally every single number is its own. There's not even a range. It's quite literally every number is a different
thing I love that
happens, including horrible shit.
Yes.
Like dense slabs of rigid plastics fire from the Mechapult into the ground around you.
Yep.
Oh, that makes that stop.
Look at number 8. Splat. A wasteland critter was inadvertently caught in the Mechapult when it launched and was smeared gore over the guys. This is all I want on my mech.
Oh, it takes a hit for the tech level of the scrap and must make a morale check.
Look at number 1. The Mechapult explodes.
Oh no.
Deal SP damage equal to 2 times the tech level of the scrap. I don't know what any of those words mean, but I love it. Oh boy, this is good. Yeah, I'll have to.
You can switch that out for a level 1 thing. Anyway, yeah, you can take a look at it. No big deal. Just figure what you want your mech to do. Customize it and.
What page is it on? It's on.
Yeah, I mean, like loudspeakers is literally just a loudspeaker. Like if you want to be able to talk to someone outside your mech from your mech, you either need a comm unit or a loudspeaker or both. But yes, like some people might not need a loudspeaker on their mech at all.
I think I'm going to replace my loudspeaker with a chainsaw arm.
Yes.
I am shocked at how many things are like level 1. Just make sure you're exchanging systems for systems and modules for modules. But a loudspeaker is a system, so you're good there. You can definitely have a chainsaw arm.
Or a flamethrower. Do I want a chainsaw arm or a flamethrower?
We all want Mechapults.
I think you should get I like high pressure hose.
High pressure hose is pretty cool,
like crowd control hose. Yikes.
Nanofiber net launcher.
So here's the thing I'm running into. I guess I don't technically want a weapon, but I guess I need a weapon.
Those are blades.
I don't know, man. Like, you don't have to, technically.
Right.
There's no reason. There's nothing that says you must have a weapon.
Torpedo tubes?
Flood
That's
them.
only good in water.
So that's up to you.
Okay,
What's
so
the weapon on your? What did you pick? What one are you taking? The magpot? Magpot?
It comes with the mini mortar.
Mecha.
Oh, I was looking at. I thought. Grappling harpoon. It's pretty fucking awesome.
All right, so mining rig, right? Also says melee damage 4 SP. So I can use my mining rig to deal damage. If I got that.
Let's see.
It says range close damage 4 SP melee.
Yeah, it's a melee
And
weapon.
also
I don't know
be
what
used
I don't know
for
what
salvaging.
unwieldy mean. I don't know what unwieldy does. Like,
It
if there's a mechanic for that.
breaks. It breaks on a 1 to 5.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, it's a
Yeah. Fuck it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm replacing the
it's a
mini
melee
mortar with
weapon.
a mining
You just
rig.
use it to swing it around and fucking crush.
Right, yeah.
Oh, it can. Oh, but it doesn't like break. It's just I can use it as a setback, like it malfunctions or gets stuck, or so like it doesn't actually break. It's just when you roll low enough to have the setback, I can be like, oh, the arm fucks up and now it's broken until you repair it. You know, so that's fine. But yeah, that does 4 SP.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at what else. And this is like this is a high energy session here that we got going. So
All right.
it's super
This
quiet.
thing
while
might
everyone's
sound
like,
pretty
read.
stupid, but I'm doing it.
Oh no.
Do it.
I got rid of my loudspeaker. I can just open the hatch and yell at you guys if I need to.
Yeah, that's what I prefer.
So I'm going with the basics, obviously. Escape hatch, locomotion system, floodlights, right? So I can see, right?
Sure.
Then I'm going with the rigging arm, the mining rig, the hydraulic crusher, and the welding laser.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm all about that scrap, baby.
I mean, that's a very it's a very impressive utility mech.
That's what I'm going for.
I am not
Where the
sure.
hell did the mining laser go?
I don't even. So if I go down here.
Welding laser, not mining laser.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
So I just added up the stats for that shotgun pit or whatever that build was.
Uh-huh.
And it's at 21 scrap, which seems underpowered for like a, higher level.
Theoretically.
So if you want me to spend 21, I can do that.
Fuck are those are blades.
Oh, I was just saying, just like forget about keep the same number of things, but you can switch it for like it doesn't matter what the scrap cost is, as long as it's the same tier.
Yeah.
Right. So like, if you're like, fuck it, I don't need the shotgun pit, and that's tier 2, then just choose a different tier 2 thing. Right.
Well,
Even though it's more scrap cost, right?
Well, but I was thinking about trading down too, right? Like I don't need the 30 millimeter autocannon, so that frees up 3 points. So like I could do 3 single point scrap things, right? So like if I wanted to put loudspeakers and some right, you spend the points down, but like the piggyback patterns, 21 points.
Yeah, it does look. What are the other ones? Are they?
Because I think that Mauler pattern seems like it would probably have more points.
I have to assume so, right? It does look like it has a lot of stuff.
Because it has Sleeping Beauty, which is 2, comms modules 1, loudspeakers 1, locomotion systems 2, floodlights is 1, escape hatches 1.
And the Mauler thing is 2.
I think offensive protocol, that might only just be 1. Because I think that's a module. And I guess we don't have to get like super.
Yeah, I don't want to get too bogged down on the point buys, man. That's why I was like, if you want something cooler, or just add one more thing, I don't care. Just add an extra piece of equipment if you think it's underpowered. I think it looks a little underpowered. So, like, just add another tier 2, and you can buy down.
Okay.
Right? So, like, or... Yeah, I think that seems pretty...
They have the wrong page for rigging on.
Yeah, I would say take another tier 2.
Oh, offensive protocols, page 200. Yeah, that's a 2.
But yeah, everything is pretty similar. Some of them do seem to have more shit, but you can take.
I am swapping out the flare, which is stupid. Whatever. For a whole magnetizer.
There you go.
Okay.
When activated, the whole of your mech becomes temporarily magnetized, drawing metallic objects towards it and allowing all manner of scrap and salvage to be easily carried.
All right.
That's just stupid enough that it might work.
So I can swap the Mechapult for the loudspeakers. Can I do that?
Sure. Yeah.
You could probably get more than that because that's probably more than 1 point of scrap.
What is that?
No, the Mechapult's probably more than the loudspeakers, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
what is the scrap thing?
The Mechapult's 3, the loudspeakers are 1. That's why I don't want to get bogged down and said just switch it if you don't want loudspeakers. But now I'm going to make it really important that people have loudspeakers just because.
I would, yes.
Everyone
please.
dump stats loudspeakers. Go fuck yourselves. Everyone's stats
all
loudspeaker. You all die.
I
don't know. There's going to be some puzzle.
Patches just to communicate.
Like, you gotta, I don't know what you're doing in these mechs, but no one heard you scream.
I mean, I'm launching
I'm not
wasteland critters inadvertently through the air.
Somehow you guys will run into a scenario where you need loudspeakers and will somehow be like, God damn it. And then I'll be like, I told you guys. Only one of you has them. Actually,
Neil,
no, I don't. No one has them.
Yeah. For the modules, could I trade a 1 Tech 2 for 2 Tech 1s?
No, you can do 1 for
Damn
1.
It. Okay.
The modules.
Well, screw it. I'm taking the personal recreation device then.
Personal recreation device.
Yep. I need to figure out what it is though. They say it could be an entertainment box, a foot massager, or a drink dispenser. Anything you need.
Wait, is that a Tech 1?
It's a Tech 1, yeah.
What are these? The modules?
That's a module, yeah.
Comms mod and a survey scanner.
It says when activated,
it gives you a
the single
reroll?
pilot may use the personal recreation site to relax. Yep, the next time they or a mech they are controlling roll the die, they may re-roll it. Puts me in a flow state. I kind of wanted to be a foot massager.
Make it so.
In there, yeah. Oh no! It's a shiatsu chair massager.
Yes, it is. Oh, self-destruct. I like that. That seems like a fitting end to whatever adventure we're running.
And metal detector.
All right, so
Projection array.
is T1.
What the
Someone
fuck?
has a survey scanner, right?
Nope.
No? I'll keep it.
I wanted
Mine
to
came
trade
with it.
my T2 for the personal recreation device and a survey scanner, but Neil wouldn't let me, so I picked my back massager.
I think I'm keeping everything. I'm going with the crusher module or crusher pattern.
There you go.
We got to have the comms module. I got to keep that, but I'll keep the survey scanner, the rigging arm, the hydraulic crusher. I think you mentioned that seems to give you like one extra scrap of whatever you find. Locomotion, dozer blades are pretty cool. They like move shit out of the way. So if there's debris, I can just hack it all to pieces. Escape hatch, red laser is pretty cool, and the mechapult, which will be a pretty important part of.
John, did you say you have a surveyor, a scanner?
I think I'm going to take it. I'm trying to figure out what I'm keeping and what I'm getting rid of.
Okay. So if you want, I can get rid of the magnetizer and trade it for the deep survey scanner.
Ooh.
Oh, that might make more sense. Or maybe be more useful. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, screw it. I'm going to do that. I'll get rid of the magnetizer.
Okay, so you have a better survey.
So
scanner.
I have a deep survey scanner now. Yeah.
Okay, so then what is that? Is that a Tech 1?
That's a Tech 2.
Oh, it's Tech 2. Okay, so I can probably reactor overload. What is that?
Sounds dangerous.
Oh,
I'm not sure the deep
weapon.
survey scanner is a replacement for the survey scanner.
No,
they would do two different things.
The pattern that I had one Tech 2 module.
Yep. You're taking the deep survey though, right?
I'm replacing that module. Yeah, so I'm replacing that module with the deep survey scanner.
Yeah, no, I was just saying like they do different things though, so like
okay, I'll
hold on
to it.
I thought it just did it better.
No, they're
No,
very different.
it does underground.
Yeah, it's
So
like
that does
it will
underground.
map out underground bases and shit.
Oh,
It does
like
not let you
literal
answer questions about like whatever.
All right, I'll keep.
I could just replace it for a regular survey scanner then. No, I'll take the regular survey scanner then. It's fine. You have a thing. I find it. You carry it.
I like it. I do like that. There's this thing. So if I swap out the survey scanner, there's reactor overload, which is a simple brute force reactor hack developed by whatever, blah, blah, blah. It sends multiple false heat signals to a mech, triggering an overload response. When you activate this module, a target mech in range must roll on the reactor overload table.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool.
I mean, it's never good to roll on that table.
Are we going to be fighting mechs? Yeah, I'd be forcing a target mech to roll on it.
Oh, of course you're gonna fight mechs.
Then I will take reactor overload in place of survey scanner.
Jesse, did you wind up taking the survey scanner?
Yeah, I'll take the survey scanner.
Okay. I still wonder if it doesn't make sense for me to have that as a scout.
What? The survey
scanner, yeah. Right, because if
well,
I'm ahead...
I don't think it doesn't make sense for two of us to have it, I don't think.
So I'm looking at the Mauler pattern, and that's also just 21 worth of scrap. Like, it's the same amount. So I assume the contour pattern is probably also 21. Yeah, I have to look at offensive protocols again. But that's a module.
It is.
Well, the scanner's a module too, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So I could probably just swap those two. Survey scanner is a Tech 1.
Yep.
Let's ask a bunch of questions. The offensive protocols is a Tech 3.
Hull magnetizer. Done.
And then offensive protocols does...
Oh, interesting.
Designed by Salvager engineers, this module pushes your reactor to reroute energy towards your weapon systems. Okay, well, that doesn't make any sense because I'm using my gun.
Oh, yeah.
You have a gun?
I'll help you at all.
I'm gonna so if I don't need the survey scanner, I'm gonna take hull magnetizer.
You guys are just swapping stuff around.
Yeah.
Is that is that not the deal?
No, you take it. Take it.
I just figured it fit the mules. Oh, if we're not swapping, I won't. I thought that's
no.
I'm
gonna take I initially had the hull magnetizer, but I got rid of it to take the survey scanner.
Yeah, I figured the whole magnetizer fits my whole I'm gonna carry everything aesthetic.
I find it, you carry it.
It increases your mech's cargo capacity by its system slot value. Oh, it has the mule as an example. Yeah, so this is for the mule. Increase your cargo capacity by 15.
Yeah, that's...
I'm carrying everything. Just load it onto my back.
31.
Well, hold on. That might not be hold on. It used the mule as a. It increases your carrying thingy by your system slot thingy. So if my system slots is 16, my cargo capacity is 16, then that would mean my new cargo capacity is 32.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just put everything onto me.
Like that's the most. That's
this is what I want.
A truly ludicrous amount of storage capacity. Like
that is actually. Let me look at this again because the Atlas, I think, that comes with the pre-gen.
The Union unofficially encourages creative and unorthodox uses of the hull magnetizer.
and thus it shall be. We will be doing that. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we got a pretty fucking sweet crew already, so I'm excited to see what Jim comes up with. Oh, it's wild. Like I have no idea how this is going to go because I read through the.
I have no idea what any of this mech shit means, but I know I like the Mechapult and my hull magnetizer. So
nice.
I mean, for the most part, you'll have time to decide on most of those things, how to use them, but they're all pretty self-explanatory,
All right, I think I got myself locked down. So I took armor plate, and it already had on there the chaff. So I dumped the MX2.
The Mauler.
I dumped the Mauler, and then I dumped, for modules, I dumped the offensive protocols. So I swapped armor plate for the Mauler, and I swapped the survey scanner for the modules.
Nice.
Everything else is in the Mauler
Sleeping
pattern.
Beauty. Sleeping Beauty is a fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Fucking piece of tech. That's a great.
I figured that could be super useful.
Oh yeah, I was like, man, I hope you keep that because that's a great. It seems like something you really want to have on hand if you need it. So
and I have loudspeakers.
Yay!
Good, so you can yell at us and we can't hear you.
Well, we all have comm systems, so you should be able to hear.
True.
No, I swapped mine out for self-destruct. I'm just kidding.
Nailed it.
Winning.
I don't know what all these things are,
No.
but I'm filling in all these values.
John, your cargo cap is more than 5 times my value.
Good. That's how it should be. You know, I just got my little mule going. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what though? I don't have any fucking arms.
What?
You might need those.
You maybe, right?
Don't you have? Oh, this was the thing you were talking about. The picture.
It can't pick things up. That is true. It cannot pick things up without an arm. Yeah.
Do you
it's
need
got-
to pick stuff up though?
Well, so I can dump the nanofiber net launcher and swap it out for an arm.
Yeah.
Right, the net launcher is cool because, like, you know, if there's a group of whatever, like, you could scoop them up in the fucking net, which is
Yeah.
super useful. Or I could dump. Well, I mean, one's a module and one's a system. I could dump Sleeping Beauty, but
Well,
That
yeah,
does
that's a switch. You can't. I mean, I
can't
wouldn't
switch
say-
one for the other.
Yeah, I wouldn't switch one for the other in that case. I mean, I think technically they take up similar slottings, but
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not even sure if this stuff fits on this fucking chassis.
oh yes, you do have a maximum number of slots. So like,
Let me
you
see.
do need to abide by that. You can't just switch stuff.
Abide.
Well, I mean,
willy-nilly.
like the Magpie has 15 system slots and 3 module slots. The
But
Hussar
systems-
has 12 system slots.
Yeah.
16 systems. What the fuck
Yeah.
is
The,
this?
the
But for
Hussar's
instance,
got-
armor plating is 2 slots.
Oh.
The slots costs are not just one. Like a flamethrower, that's 3 slots. A lot of times, like Mechapult, that's 5 slots. By the way,
Okay. Well, none of this may matter then.
How do you? Where do you see that?
So
on
it's the triangle
yeah,
on the thing. So the first box is the
Oh,
tech level.
Okay, so
The second level is the
Oh, slot
the
value.
spacing, the
Okay.
slot
I have to,
value,
like,
Gotcha.
and then the gear is the scrap.
5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
oh boy.
God damn, those are
Damn
numbers
it.
I didn't write down.
Yeah.
I'm 3 over.
How would you do that so fast?
God damn it. Because I wrote all my values down.
It's the triangle.
The
All right,
triangle,
okay.
yeah.
So, okay. God damn
Oh,
it.
shit. All right.
You know, I
I
like
think
to
I'm
throw a
getting-
little rink. I can't.
This
That's
is-
why, like, I was being
just-
generous to let you swap anything out.
It's
And
so
then
much
I'm like,
back
wait,
and
no,
forth,
yeah.
though.
You can't just like, yeah, you can't just do that though. Yeah, you can't just be like, oh, I just stacked on like 60 things that I'm guessing it's fine, but the
I'll
Mechapult
make sure.
and the other may not work actually.
I'll make sure it fits. I didn't realize this. There's so much back and forth. I'm
Because you have 16 system slots, right?
yeah.
So that's-
Yep.
yeah.
Where the fuck is? I mean, I will sacrifice to keep the Mechapult. I'm not even fucking. There's no.
Oh, it's only 5. I mean, it's 5.
Yeah, but I'm
Why?
already up to. Well, no, never mind. I won't even start that sentence because I've only checked 2 things. I can't even.
Oh,
find the
dozer blades are 3.
Where the fuck is that? Not a Tech 1,
Dozer blades? That's a 2.
but it's a Tech 1 level. Why do I?
It doesn't matter. It's just
What?
how they work, I guess.
It's fine. I'm not gonna think about it too hard. Dozer blades.
All right. I'm getting rid of the mining rig.
3.
Cargo bay is 4. Transport hold is 2.
I just realized I
What?
technically had, if you think about it, too many arms. Because I had the mining rig and the hydraulic crusher and the rigging arm.
Hmm.
That's kind of.
Yeah.
I have a hydraulic crusher for now.
It doesn't say that there's slots, but thematically, I'm thinking about it. So,
Yeah.
Escape hatch 1. Hydraulic crusher.
All right. No, now I have room for 2.
4.
Oh, I'm good. These are all.
Do I mount a 50 cal machine gun on my Magpie?
Do it.
Motion systems.
Oh, but on the plus side, hull magnetizer's only 1 slot. So
There you
It
go.
looks like most of the modules are just a single slot.
yeah, they're pretty small.
Because it's, literally just like a little
Okay, so I'm
computer thing.
definitely over, so I have to do some.
I came in 1 under, but I guess I'm going to swap out that net for an arm.
Okay.
Because it
Makes
would
sense.
make sense, right? Like
Right,
if that's
so I'm
how
at-
we're basically going to manipulate stuff while we're moving around,
Yes.
right?
It does say, like, yes, you kind of want arms a lot
Oh.
of the time.
The module slots are different. Oh, so I was counting the module.
They are, yeah.
All right, system slots. All right, so
We'll get rid of that.
I'm at 20, so I have to get rid of 4 slots.
Oof.
Well,
Oof.
something's
Jesus.
going. Something important's going.
I
No,
could also
actually.
do loudspeakers and a cargo pod.
I don't need an escape hatch.
You might want to keep that one.
I mean, for a
I'm going
one-shot,
down with the ship. I'm going down with the ship, John.
Okay.
Your funeral.
it doesn't have a cargo bay, does it, by default? I doubt it.
What's that?
It's just
Fuel?
that I was just looking at it. I doubted it was included on one of these because it's a level 1. But
Cargo bay is a thing that
I was just looking to see what you could get rid
Yeah.
of because.
Oh yeah, no, I'll make it work. Even if I have to get rid of the mecha bolt, I want to keep it for the fun factor. But.
The cargo bay increases your cargo capacity by 10.
But I'm already now I kind of want that.
Well, if you get rid of your red laser, that's 3. That's 3.
Cargo
Build.
bay or pod?
The cargo bay is 4.
Yeah, the
so you won't
pod's
be able to.
different. Yeah.
You could get a transport hold that increases it by 4, and that's
I
only
want
2.
like 100 cargo cap. 100. I want to fit your mechs in my mech.
Ooh.
There's some
If
fan fiction there.
Sadly, the hydraulic crusher is the 4 even that you would need.
Yeah, I kind of want. Although the hydraulic
Fuck it.
crusher.
I'm mounting a 50 cal right on the top of the Magpie. Fuck this shit.
Nice.
The hydraulic crushing system can be used to scrap when you area salvage with the system. You get a single additional scrap. I mean, how significant is that? That sounds like it should be super significant. A single additional scrap of the tech level
That's
of
why.
the area, or is that
Yeah,
like?
I have a hydraulic crusher. I used it mostly because it's also a melee weapon.
Oh,
Yeah, the one extra isn't that like each cargo space is 1 scrap. Like your 32
Yeah, I don't-
means
I
you
don't
can carry
need that.
32. So
get
like
out of there!
it doesn't you don't really need it, and I think that gives you your 16 points right there.
Yeah, because I was at 20, so now I'm at.
Yeah, so
16.
then you're just ready to go.
Yeah.
And it's not really helping you. You have arms already to do stuff. Like you can the hydraulic crusher arm is really just going to hold another piece of scrap. So
I do have a rigging arm. What do you mean
Yeah.
I have arms? Is that what you mean? The rigging arm?
rigging arm is like so you can actually like manipulate stuff.
Okay, yeah, I like it. I
Yeah,
think I've
you're
built
good.
a mech that's in line with my. Also, I would like it to have a winch that I have to spin to start it, like an old jalopy car.
Backfires a couple times.
Can that be its quirk? What the hell is this quirk and thing? What is that quirk thing? What is
Well, I
that?
think that was for the AI.
Oh, okay.
So I'm looking. Should I dump the armor plate and get 2 arms? Or should I just have one giant arm that comes up over the back like a fucking tech priest? I kind of like that.
That does seem fun. That sounds fun.
Okay, I'll leave the plate then. So the chaff launcher is good for missile attacks or anything that has the targeting quality, and it's for you and your allies, right? Assuming we're relatively close, I guess. And then
I think you have to be in the same range band, I would imagine.
Yeah. And then the armor plate negates all effects of a single attack, and then
so you can just take one fucking hit.
Take one hit.
Yep. Nice.
So potentially two hits if one of them's a missile hit.
Yeah.
Because I could pop the chaff launcher, and you can do the chaff launcher twice.
Oh,
so that's not too bad.
I mean, plus the Sleeping Beauty makes it look like you guys are shut down, and
that's true too. Yeah,
you are not.
What
so
the
that
hell
also
is
gives
Sleeping
you
Beauty.
It essentially looks like the mechs are shut down. Like it eventually we're invisible, right? So unless you attack or do something like that, then it looks like our mechs are shut down.
Yeah, you can't detect you guys. Like you wouldn't be able to detect, like if you guys ran into like some cover, like a forested area or whatever, and then like set that off, people wouldn't really be able to see where you are on radar, or like they'd be like, where the fuck did they go?
Yeah, it says the mechs are operational but appear as though they are shut down to sensors. Anything with the scanner, targeter, or hacking trait cannot be used against them. The mechs can move, but if they activate any systems, modules, abilities, or attack, they become active again, and the effect ceases. So essentially, we're D&D invisible until one of us decides to, or they actually see us moving, right? Like, if we were coming up on an encampment and they don't have eyes on us, we could get super close, and they wouldn't detect us until potentially it's too late, right?
Yeah. And it counts for everyone again. All of the allies
in close range
of you.
Yeah. That's super nice.
Yeah, it's an awesome ability.
And it's 2 EP, and I think my energy goes up to 10. So,
whoa, nice.
I found the quirks table.
Oh, what page is it on?
208. Inexplicably always sticky. Done.
Oh, it is a choose your quirk. Yeah.
Done. See what I get. Oh,
which
please
page
get cockpit has far too many buttons.
208. There you go.
No, not taking it.
What? What was it?
Incredibly loud grinding gears.
Makes a pew pew sound when used. Come on. I like it.
I like smells like a wet dog.
Right?
That's good. Cockpit has far too many buttons.
I know, that's the one I want. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Just take it.
You can't stop me.
Yeah, you can just
I'm
take
taking
it.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't. Yeah.
I was looking. I also kind of wanted the falcon wing doors, but I'm looking at the magpie and it doesn't look like it could have that. So
yeah,
I got small organic growths.
Perfect.
It's camouflage.
Perfect.
Oh, and then you get to name your pattern too.
I'm sticking with inexplicably always sticky. Thank you very much. Very much. Nobody goes in my mech.
Right.
Appearance table. No, we're not doing that. Well, I'm gonna say covered in camo and foliage, right? Like
absolutely. That's
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
What is that one?
Overgrown with plants and vines.
I mean, rusty and dilapidated is exactly what I want it to look like. Spiky bits.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not terrible.
So I roll. So when I do these kinds of tables, I roll 2d20, and I use it, and I got animalistic or spiky bits.
Spiky bits is fun.
I think I want to go spiky bits. I'm going spiky bits.
Ooh, grizzly covered in skulls and viscera.
Oh,
that's fun.
Kind of like that.
Oh, I don't know. Covered in stylized graffiti.
Oh shit, that's a quirk. I put it in the wrong fucking thing. Idiot. Quirk.
Nah. All right. All right. What's my pattern?
Rusty.
What the fuck? Tickle monster?
Yes, you've done it.
I got the Reaper. That makes sense.
Ooh, that
Reaper's
does make
pretty.
sense.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Well, I did Jesse's thing. I got a 20 and a 3, and Queen Bee's not gonna cut it.
Sure.
Yeah. I got Warhammer and Ironclad. I'm not too happy with either of those.
Hoopster? The fuck is a hoopster?
It's a person who plays basketball.
Yeah, do a layup, do layups, and you know.
Do layups. They do layups. Hog.
Oh, hey, look at that. Mech advancement.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading.
Yeah, so you basically
God,
have to just add. You can build new chassis, and sometimes you accumulate enough to just build it wholesale, or you break down your old mech and parts, and then yeah. So yeah, I guess you just collect enough scrap until you can rebuild a new mech when you want to upgrade. So it is about how many points you have, which for a one shot, who cares, right? I'd make it fair if we were doing a longer one. So
I'm going with no. You know what? I'm bouncing off, so I see Manticore on there. I'm not super happy with that, but I'm going with Cerberus.
Yeah, there you go. Is your graffiti a 3-headed dog?
Yeah.
On the pattern name?
He just made it up, yeah.
Oh,
you get to name your own. Yeah,
it does. You don't have to roll that for sure. You can just make that up.
Technicolor Dream Warrior, though, is pretty good. Technicolor Dream Warrior. I think I'm going to lock that in. That's nonsense.
There you go.
Nice.
Ugh. I'm just looking at the quirks table. Vestigial parts attached.
Yeah, that was drawing me to it. I was like, there's a lot of like extra things. Like, oh, you've got like 6 rigging arms on there. It's like, no, there's just one.
Right.
There's 5. Or,
none of them actually do anything.
They don't do shit.
Little tail at the base end.
Yes. Yeah.
Man, now I kind of want to make our crawler, but no.
I don't want to do this for 3 hours. No one's
Maybe
going to
the
listen to
crawler
that.
can just exist. Maybe it's just a big ass, just
big fucking AT-AT.
Honestly,
AT-AT.
simply because we're gonna be doing a one shot where you're already going into the mission and your crawler stays safely off. Theoretically, we don't need it at all. So
fine, I'll make the crawler.
You can make whatever you want,
as long as it looks like an AT-AT. That's fine.
Yeah, AT-AT.
Just
of course.
Lots of rope ladders.
Get into it Yeah, the only way we get in is there's a little grappling hook wire that we have to go up and down on.
Yeah, that's it.
The high tensile wire.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Or it gets down like a camel. The front arms fold, the back arms fold, and it just kind of like settles in. We walk in.
I like it. It responds to commands, so like you tell it to get down, and that's what it does.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a whole thing on like is your crawler like what type is it? Like, is it a trade crawler? Was it a like? There's exploratory, augmented, engineering, battle, trade caravan, and so it gives you different options for each of those. Like you get a savvy trader with the trade caravan one. Like you create and name and give a motto to someone that have 4 hit points, reduces the cost of any mech chassis system or module available in the improved trading bay by 1 scrap. So so it gives you like when you roll to see what's available in the trading bay, use this table instead. Trade available is always 1 tech level higher than your crawler and can be purchased for a salvage value as per the normal rules.
That's not bad.
And so you roll if you roll a 20, it's an intact mech chassis system module are all available for trade. An intact mech chassis and an intact system are available for trade. A chassis with a module, a system, and a module, or reroll if you get a 1. So basically, you get fully intact shit instead of potentially damaged shit that needs repaired, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty wild.
Sounds like the best one.
All right.
Well, the engineering is also pretty good. Yeah. That one, less upkeep. The battle one has a grizzled veteran with you. You can take 2 pieces of pilot equipment from the armory instead of 1 per downtime. I don't know. The AI one there's an option for an AY one.
Nah, that's the that's every pilot on the Union crawler may. Nearly everyone on your Union crawler is augmented in some way. It's like, a lot of cyborgs running around.
Yeah.
So I did roll for the name of the crawler.
Yeah.
And I got either Juggernaut or Sanctuary.
Ooh, I like Sanctuary.
Can I throw Fat Turtle out there as a possibility? Maybe.
That one definitely jumps right out at you. So I feel like the name kind of leads what kind it is.
Maybe we could combine.
Juggernaut, it's definitely a battle crawler.
Yeah. Or we could just combine 13 and 14.
Could mean either an exploratory or a trader.
Dumpy Fat Turtle, I'm loving.
Dumpy Fat Turtle is definitely an engineering crawler.
It's also like a shitty grunge band from the 20s to 2000s from Seattle.
Man, this thing is fucking there's so every crawler has all of the stuff. There's a cantina, an armory, a pilot bay, a med bay, a trading bay, an armament bay, a storage bay, a crafting bay, a mech bay, and a command bay. Jesus. So all of those are the just hauler on its own.
It's like a little city.
Right.
And it is. You have on a tech level 3, it's 2,000 to 5,000 people.
Wowzers.
So it's big. It's a giant Jawa fucking thing just rolling through the wasteland. Although technically they're usually more on legs.
For the exploratory crawler, you have a wasteland explorer that's part of your crawler. You name them, and if you wish, give them a keepsake and motto. And then once per downtime, you can ask them 2 questions about an area of the map, and they provide a true answer to both questions.
That's not bad.
And all-terrain movement.
And all-terrain movement, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember how that helps you per se, other than
Right. It doesn't sound like it would. That's why
it's never slowed by difficult terrain and can also safely cross bodies of water. Now that
interesting. That's super useful right there.
Yeah. Whoa. Oh, that's just the crawler itself. That's not very useful.
Oh, we can't get the engineering crawler. Stepping on my fucking toes. Comes with a research engineer. Fuck him.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
Yeah.
Kill that guy. Throw him at the.
Yeah, right. I will kill him and take his place.
I don't know though. He can craft a level above. That's pretty good.
Level above nothing.
Craft his ass a skid out of
here. Craft his ass the hell out of here.
The grizzled veteran, if you have the battle crawler, has 10 hit points.
Ooh.
You can ask once per downtime. He'll answer a question related to combat, military strategy, and tactics. They have to prove a true answer. When defending, the grizzled veteran fights alongside a rifle squad they trained. They may also pilot a mech, though they will not venture out into the wastes, for those days are behind them. So that's a fun character as well.
We'll have to post up all this character stuff in the Discord for Jim.
I know.
See how it may change, affect some of his decisions as far as what he wants to take or not take or whatever.
Yeah.
Actually, I can share this with him too. Or it's on the YouTube, so you can go through, slog through this.
Sorry, buddy.
All right, so I'm from the wastes. I get picked up by the crawler, and I'm the perform general scout duties. What do you got cooking, Jesse?
I went with born salvager, so I was born on the crawler.
Okay, cool.
I'm wiry, and I'm an engineer.
Me too.
Hey.
Isn't everybody when there's no food?
Yeah,
very true. Yeah.
What are you thinking, John? You're muted.
What did I forget to do?
No, I'm asking you what your background, like how did you come to the crawler? We're you born on the crawler? Did you get picked up?
Yeah, I think I was born on the crawler and I've been here forever. Unless we're assuming it's not like it's been there for a long time because I'm based.
Oh, it's been there. It's been there a while.
I'm 67 years old. I was born here. I will die here.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you could also have been on it when it was still a Tech 1 because you actually upgrade the same crawler as you go. So maybe you've seen it, maybe you've known about it.
Yeah, I've watched them turn it into whatever tech number it is now. I was
back in my day. We didn't even have hot water.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
The dumpy fat turtle used to only have 500 people on it.
Yeah. What level is our crawler?
3.
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah, I remember when it was 1.
Yeah.
Is that your motto?
Yes. Yeah, now it is.
So not that because we can't help it. I know it's a one shot, but so John, what if my character is the son of the engineer that used to work on your shit? And like he's either like dead or retired. And so now like I'm the one that is like taking his, so I'm like under the tutelage of the old Coot.
Yep.
Like
yeah. Well, yeah, I mean I don't yeah, like we exactly. I like it. I like that.
I figure your oldness is rubbing off on me way too early.
Definitely.
Hence my motto: call me or screw it up yourself.
I'm definitely my oldness is definitely rub offable for sure.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot though. The grizzled old guy who takes someone under his wing and is just like, don't let them bullshit you. This is a fucking thankless job, but it's got to get done. And you're like, fuck, amen, brother. So
yeah, like I remember your father didn't take no shit. You know, he didn't take any shit.
Yeah. So yeah, like maybe now you're going out more because I don't know, maybe that's it. Maybe they're just low on, and you're like, I never really went out before, because like that would explain why you're not super high level, because you haven't really been out.
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, also I don't really, I probably never really valued improving myself.
Sure.
I just wanted to haul shit. That's
like you're just like, keep my head down. It's actually true because you don't get the advanced ones. No, you're a hauler, not a scout.
I got the mule. It's a level 1.
You got the mule.
Yeah, it's a mule. I added the mechapult, and it's because and then what was the other thing?
I mean, as long as I just hope you guys are okay with him fucking throwing your scrap around.
I mean, I'm launching.
It does destroy. It does use a scrap as a.
I'm launching scrap hither and yon. I don't give a shit. I mean, it uses whatever I roll, whatever the roll table is, right? It could be.
But it does use a scrap. I think almost every time.
I got scrap everywhere. There's scrap everywhere.
I mean,
he can haul 30 scrap. He just keeps the scrap that he finds.
There's this scrap in every nook and cranny of this bitch.
That's true. You do need to keep it. You do need to keep your quiver. Like,
I'll make scrap out of scrap. I'm scrapping everything. Everything's scrap.
Cutting it into smaller pieces.
I just made 2 scrap out of this 1 scrap. That's how I know how this shit works.
This shit's exponential. No, but I think this will be a fun. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it probably will be more than 1 session, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. You guys don't seem like you're gonna buy into a campaign of this, so I figure.
I don't know that we actually ever.
We never finish anything is the problem, right? That's I yelled at Kurt the other day. I said, "You motherfucker are the only one that ever finishes a campaign." We just wrapped up Noir on Tuesday. We 2 D&D sessions or three D&D campaigns. Like, god damn it, we've never finished anything.
We got pretty close with Fear. I could have ended it. It just we got pretty close anyway.
I mean, we could technically end that with a Delta Green session. That was always the way I had envisioned.
1 session away from ending our Rogue Trader campaign.
With Kynoch killing everyone.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I know. Yeah, we do have a habit of not finishing things. So yes, I'm not gonna say like start this in replace of Deadlands, but man, Deadlands that's gonna be really hard to end because it's so open ended. Like I'm not sure I'm not sure I have an arc quickly to get you to like stopping the apocalypse. Like that's.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at some point where they could just ride off into off into whatever. I mean, I'm not opposed to doing a campaign of this, but I would like to finish something, right? Like we're not at a point in Deadlands to be like, all right, well, we're done.
We're not
right?
even close. Yeah, we're not even close.
But then we would start off with like level 1 and like do all the stuff from scratch, right? Like I would.
Yeah. For sure.
But I mean, this will be fun. I know Jesse was super interested in it when it came out, and it doesn't seem super complicated. So
yeah, I just like the idea of I think a couple sessions of it, go through the little campaign and see what happens, and or the little forts adventure, and then. But yeah, it's just giving me a good mental headspace break from Deadlands, so that I'm not pressured to come up with that much cowboy material. But my weekly game, I'm now a cowboy, so it's really helping improve my mindset. So,
yeah, we could definitely revisit. So this obviously it'll be live on YouTube. When I release this, I don't know, right? Because there's 3 ongoing things, so like this is queue material.
I was just hoping we get back to Deadland. You know, I'm hoping we're still going to be back on Deadlands before this airs anytime soon. So, you know,
yeah.
Even if it's a couple sessions, I'm hoping we have enough Deadlands still to make it back to playing live before it's out.
Yeah, maybe.
All right,
Because it's 2, 4, 6, and I have 3 in the queue, so like 18 weeks. So probably we get a session in December. Right, you figure any one shot for us is at least 2 sessions, maybe 3.
Yeah, I would say it's 2 or 3. Yeah, I think we could do it in 2.
Yeah,
honestly. So
I mean, we don't have to. I was talking with Oscar about this earlier, and like part of the problem because we played a half a game like a month ago, and it's going to be like a month in between sessions, which is rough because then people don't remember. But it's difficult, right? Because people have stuff going on.
Yeah.
Then you err on the side of people having stuff going on, and we'll circle back, whenever. And people are busy, and it's obviously it's hard to schedule, sessions for games, right? Because like this is the fun thing, and people have shit that they actually have to do. So like, we're limited in time. But the point being, circle back and around. I would rather go 2 or 3 sessions and chew up the scenery and get good RP in and like have fun than just speed run through it because we've got everybody here, let's do it in 3 hours and be done with it. Like, well, it's not as much fun, right?
Yeah I think I mean we'll see what you guys do. Like it's pretty sandboxy, so there's a lot of options that you guys could play with. And then honestly, if we do one session and we're all like, this sucks, I hate this system or whatever, then we don't have to play another session. We can just go right back to Deadlands. So that's fine too.
No, I mean, I think we just have fun fucking around together. So.
It'll be fun. I think it's a fun sounding system. I like some of the stuff they laid out. I think my only problem with running it would be it does seem like a lot of the interesting mechanics hinge on like time management and like things that you have to have planned in advance. Like,
right.
Oh, really?
But it might play well with my general strategy of like, I know generally what's happening in the time frame in different places. So I guess I could have parallel timelines that I'm just in my head sort of tracking.
Well, and it also seems like it has like a hex crawl aspect to it, right? Like the crawlers on the map, you get to ask questions about locations and, there's travel stuff, right? Like, which maybe you hand wave a lot of that stuff like you do in any travel type situation. But it seems a little bit more integral to what's going on in the setting,
they have
at least
like,
on a high level.
Yeah, they try to get you to have like a campaign map and then regions and then I don't know, places of interest or whatever it is. So like 3 levels of map, and then like your current mission area is the littlest, and then like the region is like other places of interest, and then the bigger is like the broader continent or whatever. So
so like your county, your state, and then
like
the US.
Country. And so like so that's kind of how they play it. And then like each region you can kind of make a tech level or tech levels within or whatever. And then obviously there's like the chance to get higher level stuff. It's just the average is whatever the level of the area is. So
it's the fear level.
Exactly. So
that's cool. Did they have a campaign for this? I didn't do that much investigation to see.
It's a great question.
Because it seems like it's a lot to keep track of and like having to
that's
make a
the
map.
Thing. I'm like,
man,
that's my only problem is like, I don't have a campaign actually. But yeah.
Well, there's a link in the show notes to the website. They have free download for the quick start stuff for this, which it pretty much gives you just about everything you need to play. It's got a bunch of pre-gens in it. Has mech building and all that kind of crap. It's like $120 60 pages or something. It's about half the size of the book.
Yeah, it's insane. Like yeah. Oh,
So
there
not
is
bad.
a campaign. Maybe it comes with the starter set that just got.
Oh,
I don't know. They're saying it's not a one shot in their X feed because it made me go to X to figure out what they're doing. But yeah, couldn't fit. Anyway. I assume there's a campaign somewhere. It would be a lot easier if there were.
Right.
You know, like there's an open campaign. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Good question, though.
Yeah, we got time to worry about it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I don't think we're going to play this anytime soon.
In 6 months, when we're done with the one shot, we can worry about a campaign.
Yeah. Well, there's a adventure bundle.
Ooh.
I mean, even individual, if they do it like WotC style, where like this will take you from 1 to 3, or
Jesus Christ, man. I don't know, man. This one $16 adventure is meant to be, it's 19 areas to explore for 10 to 15 sessions.
Wow.
And it has
like $1 a session.
I know. 8 factions, rules for crafting and piloting biomechs, 5 new mech chassis, 3 new bio-titans, and new module systems and equipment. So, and they have 3 of those available. 3 different adventures.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's yeah, and they all have demonic automechs. Nice. All I know is this is they have some pretty awesome options here. So
sweet.
We could actually run. I would probably actually run one of these. I actually feel like it's easier. I usually don't like pre-gen or like prepared campaigns, but this I actually think it's easier because they keep it general enough that I could make shit up.
Right.
Yeah.
But
it's not so much that it's giving you a story to play through, but it's giving you a world to play in.
Yes, yeah.
It's giving
and then
you a
I
bunch
can
of regions and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, and then I throw whatever I want sprinkled in, which is great. So like I would do one of those, but yeah, anyway. We'll see how we like it. If nothing else, maybe I'll start a separate game once a month or something. I can't do that. I have a Call of Cthulhu game I'm playing in, so I can't do it. I think Piper's gonna have a fit if I don't take her out, so I'm gonna have to take her out.
Yeah, we can wrap this. I think we're pretty much done anyway, right?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, cool. Well, I want to thank everybody for checking it out. If you made it this far, you are like a fucking machine to crank through all this. We've got a Patreon up. If you want to throw a couple of bucks our way, it helps to defray costs. If you would rather, if you could potentially give a rating or review on iTunes or whatever your podcatcher of choice is, also helpful. Neil's got a podcast.
Tell a friend. Yeah, I always like to also say, if you like the show, tell a friend about the show, and then maybe they'll give it a listen. Yeah, I have Is Love Blind podcast available where you find your podcasts, Spotify and Apple Podcasts for the most part. We talk about Love is Blind US, and the season just ended in October, and the new one is up in February. So we will have pretty much not live posting, but when the new season comes out, I record 16 hours of talking about these idiots for in a week and a half or 2 weeks or some bullshit. So I get real punch drunk and it gets zany. So check it out. Is Love Blind?
Cool. Jim's also got a podcast, The Dapper Meeple. I don't think I remembered to put a link in the show notes, so I have to go back and do that. Core Cthulhu is available. There's a bunch of core products on Drive-Thru. There's a link in the show notes for that. In theory, if Jesse shames me enough, I may complete work on a full book.
I don't have my bell. Shame.
That's how the first one got done.
Right.
I think that's it. Thanks for checking it out. We'll catch you next time.
Peace.